right, welcome in everybody to Into the Macabre, our deep dive into everything paranormal, strange, and unexplained. I am one of your hosts for the evening. I am Cerventes, and with me, as always, is
Westphal404.
And next time we're gonna make him do the intro and see if he's as hyped and energetic as I am for these.
Slam some 5 hours and get going, just mainline caffeine right before. So if I have a heart attack in the middle of the next episode, just keep going.
Yep, and for anyone who's missed episode 1 and 2, like again, they're always up on the YouTube. They're up by every weekend after we go live, so you know what? It's plenty there. And if you watch all of the YouTube recordings in a row, you would think that it's probably the same night because I'm always wearing the same shirt, and at this point, it's gonna be the thing. Maybe in the future we'll address the continuity, but. Just assume it's been one long night and West has had to get changed multiple times.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Exactly. So tonight we're going to be taking a look at, once again, some more shorts and having some fun with the shorts. We're having a lot of fun with some of the shorts we've been picking out, which again, if people have any submissions for shorts or even long form content, we have we have a Discord channel up in the official Discord, discord.gg/Cerv. Go in there, go into the Into the Macabre channel, and you can submit some content to us. And if we think it's good enough, if we think your stuff is good enough, we'll show it. We'll watch it.
We definitely will be silently judging you while we're watching it before.
Hey, we do have one submission. One thing that was submitted to us that we are going to be watching tonight, but. We also had some stuff submitted to us that we've already seen. So, Wes, what are you going to say about that one?
Watch episode 1 and 2, then you can avoid that.
Exactly. Watch the old episodes on YouTube. Watch them all on YouTube. And when we're not doing this live, you can still watch them on YouTube and get the feeling of this journey we're going on together. Because this is a fun time so far. It's a pretty fun time so far.
Yeah, if you watch it on YouTube too, you can slow it down, pause it, whatever, whenever you want.
Yeah,
so you
and
can
fun
do your own
fact,
little investigating.
Fun fact about the YouTube stuff, other than the fact that we put links to everything we actually watch in the description, we also have timestamps, so you can kind of just, watch it in short bursts and eventually get through the whole thing. Please pat our views. We need views. Please keep giving us views and share with your friends. Take grandma out of a home for the weekend just to watch Into the Macabre episode, whatever. Please.
Rent a movie theater and just stream it on there.
Yeah, exactly. Rent out a movie theater and stream Into the Macabre to the movie theater. Did you see it? We're gonna actually Nuke's top 5 is on the docket. If we make it there, we're gonna be trying to be a little bit more time conscious and a little bit more ad conscious. This time we kind of slipped a little bit last week because I just lost track of time, but I'm gonna try my best to keep an eye on the timer, the ad timer, and also keep an eye on just all the do better timekeeping. We're gonna try to do better timekeeping for the YouTube folks. This is something you don't even have to think about, but for the people watching it live, we are gonna be doing that as usual. We are reading your chats. We're just not completely having a one-on-one conversation with you just because this is a themed show. But like we do in every episode so far, we are going to watch some shorts, and in the future I would love to be able to go and make my own just video of this weird thing. Here's me drawing the circles. Here's me asking if you saw it. I would love to do that in the future. We're not at that point yet. I'm not one for to make video essays. I just want to watch the stuff and have fun.
I'd love to get the NFL equipment so I can circles and lines and all that stuff live.
That'd be fun. Maybe one day in the future. But for now, we're going to start with some short form content. So some YouTube shorts, some TikToks. And again, if you have any submissions of your own, submit it in the channel. We'll vet it and make sure it's A, something we haven't seen on the show before, and B, you know the deal. Anyway, Here we go. YouTube shorts. So this one is from a channel called The Whiskey Boys. It was submitted by Viking. Viking submitted a few. but this one has made the cut because we've not seen this one before.
Which
And
I don't think
this
originally from the Whiskey Boys, just that's who posted it.
right. This is just the channel that submitted it. Just an example of, we see a lot of this style of video. It's so easy to make, and at the end of the day, it's just a fun, dumb, good time. So let's go and check it out.
That's a weird impulse. That is a weird impulse, man.
Billy starts acting very strange and has this sudden impulse to drink more whiskey.
Hey, out of all
Same.
the times that we've been ghost hunting and stuff, I have never had an impulse. I want to drink that right now. I want another shot of this whiskey right now.
But then you're gonna be drunk.
It's the weirdest thing. Like, I want to do it. Can I just do it?
Oh, you might get drunk.
No, that's not me to do it.
Billy,
Cheers.
that would be your third shot.
Oh my God, not 3.
That's 3.
That's 3 shots of whiskey you just did, bro.
It feels good.
I bet. That's what I'd be doing if I was in this situation. That's the type of stuff I'm doing.
I mean, that's a fair reaction to a haunting. You know, just drink.
Yeah.
Drink. But yeah, it's. I mean, again, it's not serious. It's so easy to set something up like that. I mean, it's kind of like that South Park idea set from when South Park did the ghost hunting episode. Like, I am so startled, or whatever. I don't remember what you're saying. This show's should be over by now.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's dumb. It's silly. We like stuff like that. What do we want? All submissions like that? No, but it's just fun to watch something and see something like that. And
I just feel like
touch on
if
something
you're
like
going that route, like lean into it. Like there's no they leaned into that hard.
Yes,
And that's what you
so
gotta do. Because you
this
don't know
one on TikTok from a channel called Sharky, something about a giant sawfish. I don't know much about this. You submitted this one, so let's check it out together and see how. This is 2.5 minutes. Sheesh.
Sawfish. Got the cutters in my pocket. Oh my god, dude! Oh my god, that's a huge one! Oh my god, that's a huge
So we
one!
go to the
Oh my
ocean
god,
being
that's a big
terrifying.
one.
That is horrifying.
Give me the cutters.
Oh my god. First off, why are they fishing at nighttime? Second off, what the f?
That's Florida.
Oh my god!
Like,
Oh yeah, I gotta remember to swear less, but I can't help it. What that is
yeah, that's
that
insane.
is horrifying to look at. Oh
Yeah.
my god. That's a legit dinosaur.
Yeah, that's like,
I didn't understand what you were describing to me earlier, but oh my god.
yeah, it's a dinosaur.
Literally, this is scary.
Like,
This is
and those
why-
things are razor sharp.
Yeah, this is why you don't go night swimming, guys. This looks like a beach.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not. Well, maybe it's not. Probably not a public beach. Look at how rocky and stuff it is, but still,
it could be.
a prehistoric dinosaur.
Yeah, don't try and jump on that guy.
This thing is 15 feet
Yeah,
long.
like it's insane.
Oh my
Like
god. Here.
we haven't seen in nature.
Be
You know, when we
careful,
talk about all the
be
crazy
careful.
stuff that we
Watch out,
see,
watch out, watch out.
but you know that's not something you come across very often.
Back up. Just cut it
Wow.
right there. Oh. Look at the size of this.
But-
Look at the rostrum is 4 feet long.
It's just
Dude. Shaking right now. He's good. Oh my god, dude.
like
Massive.
up by the Panhandle in Florida.
Alright, we got the line cut. It was an 800-pound mono. It was wrapped around his rostrum pretty good, but this is obviously on a swivel, so this was sliding up
Oh,
and
that's
down the
a big-
mono. So as soon as we cut the mono, this was no longer wrapped in his rostrum. It fell straight down. So he's just got a barbless hook, maybe about 3 feet of cable, so he'll be just fine. Amazing.
Jesus, that's
Insane, though.
that
Like,
is
that's
absolutely insane. But the fact that something like that exists, that's just like bonus ocean fear, you know? Like that's just
Yeah,
continual fear of the ocean. Like I'm good, man. I hate the ocean. I seriously can't. I don't want the ocean, man. I don't want.
It's not a good time.
No, man, I'm good. Like the ocean is
it without being in it. Like
yeah,
I can appreciate the stuff that's in there.
Yeah,
But
man. I'm good. Oh
watch,
man.
Sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
I'm Sharktopus, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna start finding like Cthulhu down there. I'm good, man. Anyway, the next two clips we have from TikTok are both actually Tesla themed. I didn't even no shit. I didn't even notice you put it. I grabbed the first one I grabbed after you put yours up was. So for anyone who doesn't know, we'll just we go shopping around for different clips, and West will just find some clips and throw them up. I'll find some clips and throw them up, and just somehow we both threw on the list at the same time Tesla themed clips. And
it's probably the spirits telling us.
Yeah, clearly, we got something going on here. But this next one is from a channel called Chris Ashley, and it's about Tesla. The next two are both going to be about Tesla Tesla ghost stuff. So let's find out exactly what goes on with Chris Ashley.
Okay, so someone told me that this place was haunted and that Teslas can detect ghosts, so I wanted to try it out.
Which I've heard that before. I don't know how any of you have.
There's no one here. This place is abandoned, right? But look what shows up on my screen. You see someone walking. What? There's two. Look, and there's no one here. What is that?
Oh, that's so good.
I had to.
Oh, that's so good. So Teslas. Do Teslas show when people are walking around the car?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know anything about Tesla.
I only know this from videos I've seen. But yeah, like it shows people walking across the crosswalk and stuff when you're stopped at the light.
That's pretty dang crazy.
Part of
that's
that
interesting.
Self-driving
Does that user put up a lot of horror related things, or is that just kind of a one-off?
It's just kind of a one-off from what I saw.
Kind of one-off? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this next one comes from a channel we actually looked at last time, Real Horror Talk, and I'm probably going to just continue pulling random clips from them every here and there as we do these, because it's a very solid channel. And not all of them pop, but for the most part, it's fairly consistent in presentation and how they conduct themselves. So here we have another Tesla-themed ghost thing from Real Horror Talk.
Oh my goodness! I told you!
And also, if you in the bottom left corner, there is a warning: participating in this activity could result in you or others getting hurt. So they're basically just saying, don't do stupid shit. Like, don't drive your car around in a cemetery at nighttime. You shouldn't. I don't get why people drive cars around cemeteries in the first place. I couldn't, would never. Oh, that's just
Nope.
But I mean, well, just the idea of like, it's a small single. I know you can. I know the lanes are big enough for a single car, but that's the thing, is the lanes are big enough for a single car. So I don't like doing that stuff. But anyway.
This creepy video comes from TikTok user 4xcena. I'll tag him below. And he uses a Tesla to explore a cemetery, and it does not go well. And there are videos like this all over TikTok. And it should be noted that I personally have tested this at an abandoned church with no headstones and saw the same thing. But I don't know. Let me know what you think.
Okay, it's been a few minutes. I cannot
Can I just say for a quick second, Real Horror Talk out here flexing that they own a Tesla.
Yeah.
That's the most subtle flex, that they own a Tesla.
I did it in my Tesla, my
yeah, well, because he's like,
whatever.
yeah, I tested this personally. So okay, so you own a Tesla, or you have access to a Tesla.
And then I tried it with my Cybertruck.
I'm not spotting anybody so far. I'm still not seeing anything so far. I'm about to leave, but alright, I'm gonna take the next exit. What the fuck? Y'all fucking saw that? y'all fucking saw that. Nobody's around. Nobody's fucking here. There's just a flower right there. Other than that, what the fuck? It disappeared. Okay, I'm gonna. Yo, y'all see that?
How much of these cameras, you know, like, are just picking up anything somewhat person shaped?
I'm getting.
You know, how accurate are they?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, okay, so ghosts choose when to present themselves to people, but the Tesla is just so advanced, it just catches ghosts sporadically.
No
like, I don't know, man. Yeah, this is definitely the real reason why Elon made Teslas, because Elon is chief ghost hunter.
That logic kind of tracks, honestly. I could see that being a thing.
I hate that. Oh man. But that is that's the TikTok Tesla saga. But I mean, interesting concept. Super interesting concept. Weird. Definitely unexplained. I can't explain it unless it's just completely fake, and which is a thing. People can absolutely just super fake that, but I don't know if someone knows an explanation for why Tesla just randomly picks up invisible people walking around. You know what? Let us know, because I sure as shit got nothing. All right.
I don't know if it shows them standing, you know, as opposed to always walking.
It did. In that last clip, we did see one of them was standing. One of them was just standing. So
so then you could argue against, like, you know, it picking up a gravestone or something, you know, a pole, whatever, and making it a person on the camera. Because a lot of those are walking.
Yeah. It's definitely, it's not too clear, because it's... I don't understand the logic. I didn't even know Teslas could do that. I mean, it makes sense that Teslas can do like pick up people walking around because it has a safety feature for the auto drive stuff. But I would. This is something I would definitely be really interested in reading up more. It can pick up trash cans as well. That's interesting. Okay, so it can pick up inanimate objects, but does it pick up a trash can as a person? In which case, that could. I mean, I feel like I'd be insulted if, like, oh, I have a body of a trash can, according to Tesla.
Now I guess we all have to buy Teslas to test it.
Exactly. That's the only way we can do it. But that's definitely a good research thing for the future. Me and Post, make a note to look into this, and then next time we have a show, hopefully I can come back with some homework. You too.
Yes.
You're not off the hook. All right. But next we got one more from Real Horror Talk, and this is just part of the, so as a homeowner, you're a homeowner. Do you own a Ring camera?
No.
Or any kind of security camera?
Yes, I have something.
And you ever get weird stuff on them that you can't really explain?
Not really.
All right, well, I mean, I would imagine sometimes these cameras can be a blessing and a curse. I got a floodlight that goes off anytime a critter walks by or a car drives down the street. So
yeah, my buddy
that's my security. Like, I constantly see the floodlight going off all the time, and that's my Ring camera. But there's always been a part of me that wants some kind of a security camera, and part of me that would be horrified, and reasons like this are why.
This creepy video comes from TikTok user Mandy ASMR.
Also, real quick, if you look at the comments of this video, so if you look here, it says 3/01/2024, and someone in the comment is literally going like, how does it say March? So for anyone who doesn't know, overseas they do day, month, year. So this clip came from January, but it's okay. Not everybody in this country knows that because they've only been taught one way their entire lives. Therefore, nothing else exists. So one cool thing this does,
paranormal, it's time travel.
It is also showing Celsius, Fahrenheit, so that's probably why they're confused. That same person probably confused why Fahrenheit wasn't first, but it's whatever. But I just want to point that out, because sometimes going back in the comments and reading the debate's really fun. And in this case, I just kind of moved on because the comments are a little painful. But I digress.
Tamar22, I'll tag her below. And you may have seen that previous clip because she posted it in 2022 from her Ring camera. But just recently, she posted another video from the woods in her backyard that left me really unsettled. And she posted it for her followers, hoping they could tell her what it is to ease her mind. Here's part of that video, but definitely go check out her page and follow her for updates. And let me know what you think.
I'm moving.
So that's, again, I don't know how well it was being picked up, but basically there was a series of whistling and kind of rumblings going on, and you could easily pass something off like that as, oh, it's just a bird.
Yeah.
But that I feel like that whistling is too specific to be a bird. Yeah, I really feel like that was definitely a person whistling. I mean, it's something like that. Obviously, very easy to set. Very easy to set up. There's a billion explanations for it. Even if it wasn't a person, the uploader, it could easily just be someone with them. And it's simple as that. I genuinely, the fact that shot. They put up one in 2022, I think they said at first, of someone like actually
let me in.
But yeah, someone going up and on it and just outright saying "let me in." And I remember even seeing a Nexpo video a while ago where this old woman had someone just constantly messing with her, and then her grandson actually put a security camera up like by her front door of a person messing with her. Just saw the camera and went up and just looked straight into it. It was just staring at them, stuff like that. Like, as good as it is to have a security camera as a homeowner, it's double-edged sword, because if someone is brazen enough, which you never know, like for a lot of people, security camera is a deterrent. We've touched on that before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it's a deterrent, but you never know when someone's brazen enough where. Who knows what they're gonna do, you know?
Those are the most terrifying ones that just don't, they don't care about that.
Absolutely.
Look right into it. Yeah, I'm ready to defend my home. So you mess with me out in the woods like that, that's a good way to get hurt. I'm not asking questions. I'm hearing whistling.
So we're on our final short form content of the night, and this is from the channel on TikTok again, Lights Are Off. We watched a little bit of them last time, and I might just try to dig up some more stuff from them every time, because they have a channel that does really cool, very well edited stuff, really unique edits. Like, it's very clearly hyper edited and fake, but the edit is just so good in presentation and how they just use the camera and the edit and like how they accomplish everything. It ends up being really good. So this one in particular actually had a content warning. And I don't necessarily agree with the content warning, because I feel like this video in particular falls in line with everything else that they did. But let's take a look at what Lights Are Off did for this one. I didn't like the yelling. I thought the yelling was kind of, the initial yelling was very much a lot, but the concept, like from the inception of, you have zoom in on something coming in there, and yeah, and until the loud sound, it was pretty good. So yeah, again, I don't give a content warning for that. It falls in line with everything. I guess like the idea of something coming into your room and coming at you is horrifying.
And I really liked how it just got straight to like the door already open and the thing there. Like, that was a good start to it, I feel like.
Exactly. It's
Sometimes it's good to see the whole process, but I feel like that video worked perfectly just like that.
Well,
like
it tells a better story. Exactly. It tells a better story that this is already going on. And a person, it took them a bit to actually get the camera rolling.
Yeah.
So it's overall strong, very good. They did that one with like the cartoon mouse or cartoon cat chasing the car. If you remember last time? So they do a lot of good stuff. Definitely check them out. Very unique channel. Really good animations. But we're gonna pick up where we left off with our one of our new favorites, BizarreBub, and their scariest compilation from 2023. So last time we left off where it was the continuation of, well, actually, you know what, before we get into this, I want to quickly touch on, one of the things that was submitted to us was actually something we had watched before, the clip from D. Matesian, where the banging on his closet door, and when he went and looked, there was nothing in there. I do check in on that channel to see if there's anything new. I check on it very frequently, and unfortunately, there has not been anything new there. I think he's kind of probably just donezo with the whole series because you can't really innovate more after that. But yeah, it's I mean, again, it's and I don't blame the submitter, but again, just watch episodes 1 and 2.
Exactly.
Yeah, last time we left off
all your problems.
Last time we left off with the Scary Comp 2023 from BizarreBub. We saw the continuation of another story we had seen in a previous episode, where a family is just continuing to be haunted, and there's a billion explanations for their content, but for our sake, it was kind of weak. But we'll see if we get some more good stuff, because there's been plenty of good stuff from this channel, and let's see where we go.
On November 22nd of 2021, 2 policemen were
we're skipping this one because we already saw this one, and this one was another one that was very weak. This is the one where the cop was
out the noises behind him that sound like
that was the one where a police officer had no idea what was going on with a home
and just
or how to do his job.
Oh.
Yeah. All right.
On May 20th of 2023, a couple.
And if you want to see our reaction to that one, go watch episode 2 of Into the Macabre. We covered it very early in the episode, within the first hour of the episode. So seriously, go check that out while we talk about how that police officer should be let go for not doing his job correctly. Which obviously it's not a real cop.
Whatever. I don't know what you're talking about.
Nurses enter a section of a hospital that many doctors and nurses are afraid to enter alone. The section of this hospital is known as the Old ER, and it's a floor that's been abandoned for quite some time. Many patients have passed away on this floor, and some of those patients were children. Nurses claim that the floor of this hospital is haunted. One night, a group of nurses working the night shift decide to visit the floor just for fun. However, little did they know that something pretty terrifying would occur while being there. The following footage is their video. Watch.
You guys, haunted ER? We're gonna go. Haunted ER, haunted ER. I'm really good too. Oh my god, my head is huge. Chloe, so I can't even. Huh?
It's just close to the camera.
Yeah, you're right. We got a chance for the haunted ER.
There's 2 of them recording.
I feel like it's really weird for them just to have a whole ER that's not being used at all in a hospital.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I get it. Yeah. I mean, they clearly don't seem like they have anything better going on right now.
Yeah.
But did they all just abandon the nurses station?
That's what I saw.
So what the hell? What if like a patient?
Like, is this one of those small town hospitals? Maybe, you know, that's the only reason I could think why a whole area is shut down and there's 3 people.
Like, what if something happens and like all the nurses are just like, oh, we're at a haunted ER?
Yeah.
Oh man.
They're trying to add more ghosts to it by, you know, not taking care of incoming patients.
Still weird though.
Oh, whoever did that is good.
I mean, it doesn't look like it's been used, so.
No, it still looks really clean too, though.
Yeah, it still looks. I mean, I would imagine they would keep it somewhat clean, I guess.
You guys wave in the camera right now. Reflection.
I feel like I'm gonna see.
Oh, that's the same room.
Oh.
If they work there, they could just theoretically go in any room.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lights are on. Go in. Go in.
Oh, go in. No, no, go in.
Go in. Go in. Figure out why the lights are on. I don't like that. I don't like that. Do it.
They look like evil eyes. You guys need to come in with me.
Yeah, of course we're gonna go in with you.
Thanks. Ooh, this feels weird. Was that you? Yeah. This room feels weird. Ooh.
I don't get all the whispering.
Because we're so scared.
Oh! 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 The curtain moved!
No, it did.
Yeah, it did. It moved.
Shut up.
It moved.
It
It
did.
moved. Yes, it did.
Why would
It did.
move?
How did you not see that? Oh, okay. Ooh!
As one of the nurses walks further into the room, a hospital curtain suddenly moves on its own. The nurse, terrified beyond belief, bolts out of the room at full speed, feeling completely unsettled. But then, within seconds of this happening, a cane mysteriously falls on its own. Now the following clip, which was captured by another nurse, shows the same exact incident, but from a different point of view. Take a look.
What?
The
What?
curtain moved.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did. It
Shut
moved.
up. No,
It
it
moved.
didn't.
It moved. Yes, it did.
Why would a
It did.
curtain move?
How did you not see that?
Nice focus.
The nurses in this video
Was Vidal
believe
still
that this
there?
may have been the ghost.
Did you notice if a doll was still there? That's what I was trying to keep an eye out for the whole time.
I was waiting for the doll to pop back up.
They're saying a ghost of
Oh,
a
she's
child was
blocking
in
it,
that
I feel
room?
like.
room.
Yep, it's there.
But
I think.
as with most occurrences on this floor, they also think that it could have been another spirit. Whether ghost or not, the nurses in this footage were left terrified by this mysterious encounter.
Alright, we're not going to get much more of an explanation outside of what we're just being handed, obviously. But overall, I mean, I'd say that's not terrible. It's definitely played up a lot.
Yeah.
It could absolutely
I
be
feel like too
played up a
much.
lot. We don't know the full story about that hospital. I mean, it looked like it was relatively unused, that wing.
It's just weird to have a whole, like, the ER. Like
Yeah, I mean, it could easily
ER.
just be any
And it looked
unused
like-
area.
And it looked like at the end of that hall there was glass doors to go outside. So that was like the ER entrance or something, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it could be any number of
And it could
things.
be.
All the glass was very reflective, so I don't buy anything. I don't buy into any of that. But I mean, overall,
maybe if we would have investigated behind the curtain, you know,
yeah,
with the lights on.
From what we were handed and just the bare minimum explanation we received, it's, I don't know, like it seemed very modern and very up to date for an old wing that would just be abandoned because people were dying there. I mean, like if that was the case, I would expect things to be like older, way older. But
Yeah.
Compared to some of the other things we've seen, I mean, like a curtain moving and a cane falling over and like a weird doll being in a weird place. I don't it's definitely far from the worst thing we've seen. Very far from the worst thing we've ever seen.
If I was walking into that part of the hospital by myself and I saw that doll sitting there, that would be freaky enough for me.
Yeah, I mean, that alone has a billion explanations.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't even know how far they went. I mean, the video was sped up, so clearly they recorded themselves going from point A to point B. But overall, it's not definitely far from the worst.
Yeah.
A billion explanations. I mean, all their cameras sucked. So there's a billion explanations for how they did anything. I'm definitely far from offended.
In the following video, a group.
Oh, we've seen this one. This is a sport for anyone who hasn't seen episode 1.
Just more of a reason for you to go back and watch them.
It's that's a sports podcast. They had in one of their cameras something walked by, and it's the only time it's very clearly staged for whatever reason. They did it for whatever reason. Maybe just to draw attention to their show, but it's a sports podcast. It's the first time that individual had ever been in a position where they just weren't completely lights on, camera facing, very focused. So very staged. I don't know. Why did they make these numbers out of cum?
I was gonna say something, but maybe it's ectoplasm. We're gonna go with that.
It's ghosts.
An urban
Scary.
explorer named Chris Hill returns to an abandoned warehouse and encounters something far more terrifying than the last time he came there. Previously, Chris had found a place that is believed to be extremely haunted.
Gotta say, brick shithouse wearing a Fallout shirt.
Yeah.
Good on him.
So first, that tunnel seemed scary already.
Well, just a unit of a man.
Yeah.
An absolute unit of a man. Just doing
no
ghost
ghosts are gonna
hunting.
Mess with him though.
Yeah, and if it's something, well, first off, they're establishing he's coming back to this place after being scared shitless. So I feel like we're getting those Indonesian hospital vibes again.
Yeah, he haunts the ghost. I feel like.
Yeah. He's gonna go fight for Ghost. This absolute unit. Look at this guy. He's even doing just for everything about this guy. Oh, I got to go sub to him after this. Jesus.
I mean business pose right there.
Yeah, literally. This dude, he's an absolute man of a man. Oh, what this was. Okay.
It wasn't until looking back at the footage that he took during this exploration that Chris realized he wasn't alone. Someone or something had been watching him throughout the entire night. Whatever this was, Chris can't help but feel that the supposed supernatural entity is the reason why he felt as though someone had touched him. Not sure what to make of it and disturbed by what the camera had caught, he made it clear that he'd never come back to this place. But it seems
until
that Chris
he did.
has had a change of mind, as his most recent video shows.
Why
him
does this
returning to the
camera quality look 300 times better?
This is probably
it looks good until it's in motion. One of those.
Now, whether or not viewers have convinced him to return is unknown, but if one thing is certain, it's that Chris does not want to be here. He takes the same path he took last time when exploring this place, and just like before, when he gets to a creepy corridor beneath the building, things start to get a little strange.
Yeah, that corridor.
Wow. Yep, it's still really cold in here. Look, you can see my breath now. Look. Like,
did you guys see
know
that?
I'm not lying. But look.
I actually didn't see it. Was there something, or are you just memeing?
His breath. Did you see his breath?
You don't see my breath. But as soon as you come in here, oh my God, it's freezing. As soon as you come in here.
Yeah, look at his, like, you have little icicles. Mm-hmm. Very cold area.
See that? I hope so. But that's crazy.
The change in temperature upon entering the corridor is no doubt strange, but it's the following incident that's by far the strangest. When Chris arrives...
I don't know, do you think that's weird that in one area it's very clearly colder than another? Or do you think he might just be playing that up? What's your input on that?
It could be either way. if it was like that, I'm pretty sure that would be a big red flag for me. Like if there was that drastic of a temperature difference for no obvious reason, you know, in an abandoned building, you know, maybe that hallway leads to outside and it's cold outside and it's
yeah, it could. We don't know
there,
what season it is.
but,
I mean, if you're saying this is recent and like, well, then again, we don't know when this clip came from. But
yeah,
if it's cold, like, I mean, he's an absolute unit of a man. He, no matter what the temperature is, he's always showing off those guns. So that's why he wasn't dressed appropriately. But you could easily play it up where like you could like turn. Not really be fully. Oh yeah, see, it was my breath. And then over here, oh, you can see my breath. Like,
and the area he turned back to show that you couldn't see it out there, like, was so washed out by light that you maybe could have seen it, but just not on camera because it was so washed out.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna put too much thought into that, but it's an interesting concept of. How much are you playing it up? And again, the fact that he on his camera the first time he was here, he saw quote unquote something come and touch him, which showed up on the camera. Which why are if the ghosts are making it known that they're somewhere, why are they only making it known on camera for a moment and then disappearing? Shouldn't they be seen the whole time? I don't know, man.
Well, that comes back to, you know, like them. Like the theory of them having to take energy, you know, from somewhere to do stuff like that.
Yeah, I suppose it's theoretical. I mean, like, to me, I feel like if a ghost playing 5D chess with us, you know?
Yeah.
It's how much of a thought is being put into the ghost is only making themselves known for this one specific moment for you to figure it out, like when you go look it back up in post. I don't know, man.
Maybe they're just all trolls.
Yeah,
all the ghosts are trolls.
Every ghost, when you die and become a ghost, you become a troll.
Yeah, you can either troll or go wherever you're gonna go.
He's immediately overcome by a feeling of dread. Now, you don't have to look closely to notice a blue light in the distance. This is where Chris had set up the infrared cameras, which is the same spot where he set them up last time. Near the cameras, however, there's a small staircase that leads to a space below that Chris hadn't fully explored. He proceeds to check out the space and captures this.
It's a weird noise in this room. That's creepy.
Almost like hear somebody else breathing.
I think that's the point, is we're supposed to hear the demonic whispering.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, this is what I don't even want to hear it back, but obviously we're gonna hear it back. It just sounds like very generic demonic whispering. It even could just be him doing it, even if it's not live doing it. He could just be doing it in post easily. Like this is to me, this is just very easy.
Definitely a really creepy place either way.
Yeah, I mean, weird storage closet in this old warehouse
for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, it's very clearly a closet of some kind, like a storage room. And like even that pop when he walked in, that's easy to do. We don't know what he's stepping on, and like moving his foot. Like I could make that noise walking anywhere, you know.
If you listen closely, you can hear what sounds like someone whispering in a deep, monotone voice. Viewers agree that this alone would have made Chris run for the hills had he listened to the audio right then and there. But it's the following incident that did just that. As he heads back upstairs and arrives at the creepy corridor, things take a terrifying turn. This is what was captured.
Props to the amount of alliteration going on right now.
Yes.
Props to the amount of alliteration. The creepy corridor and like everything. That's terrifying tunnel. Like, come on. Like, it's cheesy, man. I love it.
Really creepy in here. As I walk, it sounds like people are talking. I don't know if that's just the sound of my feet echoing or what. It's really creepy.
I like how he actually said, like, I don't know if it's the noises of me walking echoing. Like,
Bones are still there. It's nasty. What the hell is that?
That's good. That's good.
yeah. Yep, I'd be out right there too.
And you gotta go up the stairs. That could be where that person was.
Oh, and it's the bad stairs too that like aren't completely closed. The ones that you're always afraid somebody's gonna grab you through.
If there's nobody there. And imagine leaving your camera, like, leaving your camera somewhere.
Yeah. That looked like, and a laptop too, or whatever, right there.
And we talk about this all the time. We talk about this all the time, and that was definitely very much a person. But we talk about this all the time. Like, when you go to these places, I mean, this dude's an absolute unit, but I mean, he should also be smart enough that you don't go alone to these places.
No.
You should never, ever go to these places alone. Like, he definitely has one or two other people with him. Maybe someone's armed, maybe they're not. Either way, like, there should be multiple people here. Because, like, if that's real, if, like, he's actually alone and that's real, that's a problem.
No matter what it is, whether it's actually a ghost or a person or whatever. But
Exactly.
I feel like if you're ever to do this, your first step should be to clear where you're going to be. Like, you should go look around before you do any investigating or whatever. Make sure there's not any squatters or anything like that, because
even clear beyond where you're going to be. Like, just because you clear, you only plan to be in a few rooms doesn't mean you don't clear the whole perimeter.
Exactly, yeah.
Because you never know when someone could just enter where you think is safe. And like, even in a situation, if that's a real person and you have to abandon ship, are you going to leave that other camera you have downstairs? That's also a mistake. Because you don't do these things alone. That's horrifying. Like, that alone, like, this video so far, fantastic. Can it be achieved without going to an ancient abandoned building? I would easily call this an ancient abandoned building, because look how, even though it's like a quote-unquote modern warehouse style of building, it looks like it hasn't been used since like World War II or World War I.
Oh yeah, like, it looks really old.
I mean, I'm gonna call it modern ancient because it's been abandoned for as long as it is. It's modern ancient. There you go. We coined a new phrase.
There you go. I like it.
I mean, it looks like he's trying to get back to where he just saw, that area he saw. Because, like, theoretically, he should be close to it. I just think maybe it's beyond that wall.
Was pretty long.
Yeah. It was a long corridor, so it could be somewhere beyond that wall, but he just has to look for the grate. But either way, I mean, this part of the building is empty. And it looks like there's a door on the right. And we have something walking around downstairs.
Scared the out of me.
Now, for some reason, we are going to zoom in.
There we go. Thank you.
But this is an awkward zoom in. So here's the thing: we're only getting. So this is a picture-in-picture, and this is the editor of this video showing us the picture-in-picture rather than their uploader giving us the raw full camera of this, which I think would have been the better play. However, staging, that's how we get the staging, because we get worse quality this way.
Do you want to talk about how that kind of looked similar to the first clip and where the figure was walking? So I
Yeah,
feel like it was
absolutely.
about right around that area.
And I think
walked the same
that's
exact way.
I think they're trying to invoke that same feeling, that same idea, and that's why they're doing it in this way.
Immediately after Chris hears a noise coming from above, a piece of debris from upstairs hits the ground, sending him running out of the corridor.
Oh, a piece of debris. I thought that was like a person.
That just looked like a thing falling. I didn't know.
Yeah,
what
exactly.
it
Like,
was.
it could have easily been a person like stepping on the grate, which I think obviously that would have been scary. I mean, a piece of debris, that's still startling. Either way, still fantastic concept.
And there was a bunch of stuff up there you saw too, so it could be easily somebody knocked something down or whatever.
Absolutely.
Like frenzy. He arrives back upstairs, unaware that during this time, the infrared camera from below had caught footage of a ghostly figure walking about before suddenly disappearing. What's even more strange is that the figure appears only seconds later after the piece of debris had mysteriously fallen on its own. Feeling beyond scared, Chris looks around to find the piece of debris that fell.
This big ass box just fell on this grate.
I don't think that was it. I don't think that was it.
No.
I think he just found a grate.
Yeah.
And just showed, because like that would have made a lot more noise.
And it would have covered like the whole grate. Like when you saw that thing fall down, there was still like it didn't
Yeah.
cover the whole thing.
Yeah, so I think he just found a grate and is just filming that.
There's a thing there.
Heart's racing. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna put the IR camera up here while I explore.
Like I would believe it was what he just stepped over there.
Yeah.
That was
that looked more
the actual thing. Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. I got the IR camera set up at the top floor.
I like how he has it on
By setting
on
up
top
the
of a
infrared
fan.
cameras on the top floor, Chris hopes to capture footage.
How
of
hot does
who
that thing
or whatever
run?
it might have been that dropped the box.
And is it supposed to be like freezing cold? Man, continuity, man.
Only in that one part was it freezing cold.
True. My bad.
He sets up the IR cameras from below and continues to explore the place, specifically downstairs. But when Chris returns to where the IR cameras have been set up, this is captured.
He was knocked out. Okay. I mean, he's an absolute unit, so it would take something strong.
Yeah.
To knock him on his ass.
What just happened?
In a swift motion, Chris is yanked by an unseen force, sending him straight to the ground and knocking him out upon impact. Minutes pass, when he suddenly
That looked
wakes
weird.
up to find that he's been unconscious for a while. Realizing what just happened, he grabs his things and immediately leaves the place. With all that's happened, as well as the previous incident from last time, viewers no doubt believe that something sinister dwells in this place. Whether malicious or not, the question is begged. Did Chris capture evidence of a paranormal happening? Or is there something else that could explain this? Although it's hard.
So far, this clip, it's really solid, just from the way it presents itself and how it takes itself and handles itself. It's very, very strong, very good so far. I genuinely think this guy has some some great stuff, and I think this guy is genuinely worth checking out just casually.
It definitely got real, you know.
It got real. The whole thing with like the breath in the hallway, that was good and fun. The debris falling, that's horrifying, because like replace that with a real person conceptually, that's straight shivers. Like I can't think of anything scarier than, you know, being at a place that you think is abandoned and empty, and then suddenly person, you know. But I mean, the idea of debris falling down also just lends to the mystique of the place and what's going on there. And yeah, I think this is genuinely a very, very good clip.
Yeah, whether it's real or not, like really paranormal or not, it's still a good clip.
Hard to be sure what occurred. One thing is certain: Chris is definitely never coming back to this place again.
I mean, apparently he said that the first time, but he came back anyway.
That yank was really interesting. Like, can we go back and look at that?
Yeah, we can absolutely go back to the yoink again. If maybe we can go back to it.
Whether malicious or not, the question is begged. Sinister dwells in this the previous incident from last, and immediately leaves a while. Minutes pass, seen force, sending him in a swift.
So he did zoom in here a little bit. So let's.
It's like we just did the same thing. Like we blew up the little.
Motion. Chris is
So he is straight up getting pulled.
Yeah.
There's not a shadow of doubt in my mind. He is outright getting pulled. Because look at this. That's.
But it's the way that he's pulled. It almost looks like, you know, the way somebody would get pulled with like a harness on.
Absolutely, that's exactly what it looks like. I was gonna say, it looks like, you know, from like around like your midsection type of pull, like an upper midsection kind of pull. So absolutely not him. I mean, if it's him projectiling himself, and he is the most. Not only is this guy an absolute freaking unit, but he is also just very talented and in
great control of his body.
Acrobatic.
Yeah. Because that's all. You know, he had all his torso moving.
Yeah, for black and white and the camera quality and how far out he is, it absolutely would hide a harness or a rope or anything. But that is 100% a pull without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah. And just his willingness to do this in an abandoned warehouse also. Absolute mad lad.
So he definitely hit the ground there. Like
and again, he's not here alone. You're not here alone. So he definitely probably know he has a whole crew here with him, you know? But I mean, either way, like this is
West Ghost Hunters here.
Yeah, Chris is teaming up with a Midwest Ghost Hunter. Either way, this guy, fantastic job on this clip. Like it's the debris falling, like it hit me. You know, that was so strong. Like that's crazy. That's so bad.
Yeah.
Hats off to Chris here. The whispering, the voices, I take it or leave it.
Like I said,
but the debris falling and the pull, great.
Like if you just like Googled like demonic whispering, like that's what would come up.
You could do it right now. Yeah, give us your best demonic whispering. Yeah, whoa, there you go. Look at that. You was that you in the video? Was that you? It could have been you. Yeah, so either way.
An NBA.
Yeah, but it was good stuff. Very good stuff. I mean, like if it was actual whispering, he would have like heard it back, you know? But either way, we're gonna move on. Let's see what we get next. So hopefully it's all uphill from here, because that was good. How do you end up improving on that? Let's find out.
From a bus driver in Singapore who had no idea that his day would start off with a very spooky encounter. It's 7 in the morning somewhere in Singapore when the driver of a large double-decker bus checks the security cameras of both decks inside the vehicle. On his dashboard, we can see live footage of what looks to be an empty bus, but upon looking closely, something pretty unnerving is seen on camera. Take a look.
Pagi dah buat seram ah.
tengok ni ya.
Yeah, there's a person sitting there.
Okey, kat atas ni ada orang kan.
See something.
Itulah, pagi-pagi dah buat seram ah. Abi boleh ada orang kat atas kan.
First off, double-decker bus. That's crazy. It's just it's such a as Americans, it's such a foreign concept to us. You know?
Kan tak ada orang kan. Berderau darah aku lah, celaka betul lah. Aku buat jerit kan dia suruh turun tadi kat tempat turun orang. Nak bawa lagi ke sini. Okey mak betul lah.
As if seeing someone in what.
All right, so I want to hear your thoughts on this because I already have a few ideas on what this could be.
So at first I thought it might have been like something on the camera combined with like the poles that are there, because that's kind of in the spot where the middle of the face is. It kind of looks like part of the pole.
Yeah,
could be like a shadow from something, because he's obviously in a busy area, like it's the bus depot or whatever. You saw a bus leaving, so you know there's probably lights. There's a lot of movement going on there. But I don't know. It's still kind of creepy.
I mean, it could easily just be it could be a problem with the camera itself.
Yeah.
It could very easily just be, you know, just how it looks based on all the things. And if it's an actual person, we did part of the front area, like we were constantly not seeing the entire upper deck. Like there's two corners where someone could be like ducking just to have the stage going. So either way, I mean, it's super unsettling, but he's like super casual about it. And the idea is he saw this and then pulled his phone out and started recording, and he's doing one of my new favorite things of like, oh come on man, it's too early for this.
Yeah.
It's too early for this, man.
Also,
the hell?
What if it's like, if they have some security system, like some sophisticated system like that on the bus for security cameras? What's to say they're not linked, and that's not his buddy on his bus?
Yeah, there's so much that this could be, and just again, we didn't see the entire upper deck. He walked to the back and showed us the entire back, but when he walked back, he was kind of holding the camera away, like into a different corner, and kind of like leading you to look somewhere else. I would believe that double-decker buses probably existed in some form in Boston. I just never saw them. It might have been a tour bus there. What about in Florida? Do you got any of those in Florida?
I do not.
You have a double-deck crocodile tour?
No, we do like the monster truck school buses that ride through the swamp, but
hell
no
yeah,
double-decker buses.
Hell yeah. But yeah, that's a lot of things. A lot of things it could be. So let's
I don't know
see
if you guys are also noticing the trend of us not getting the full picture on these videos, like how you were just saying with this one, like we're only seeing parts of the area.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of being able to see the full thing.
Yeah, I kind of assume that's what you were talking about. Yeah, but in a lot of these stages, camera manipulation is always key, and they want you to see only what they want you to see. We've seen. I would say this is a better example of it. And like where they're showing a good amount to try to make you not think about it, but there's still the part of it where it's like, okay, we're not seeing the full picture. But we've seen other parts of it where the cameraman screwed up a lot, and we focus too much on something that we shouldn't have focused too much on, like that concert. Well, technically two concerts.
Punching in numbers or whatever.
Yeah, technically two concerts. We saw the cameraman focus too much on the thing and not on the actual subject matter, quote unquote. But I think this is definitely a better example. I would definitely put that warehouse clip above this one, but we'll see if anything else happens.
Bus wasn't creepy enough. The bus driver checks around and finds no one inside. It appears that whoever or whatever was seen on camera had simply vanished. If no one had been inside the bus, then who or what was this?
And it's so bright in there too.
Yeah, it's so many things that it could be. I'm not thinking about it too much, you know?
On September 18th of 2023, a couple of friends are meeting up at a friend's house to practice for a dance recital. They'll be performing in a few.
I saw this on one of the recommendeds when I was looking for TikTok things on the first week, by the way. So I didn't click on it, but it's just neat to know that this is included in someone's compilation.
They want to make sure their dance is perfectly choreographed. Throughout the night, the friends record themselves dancing solo before eventually filming their collective dance. But fast forward to only a couple hours later, and something very strange happens. According to the group, they were playing a game inside a room when something pretty creepy happened.
Oh, I know, I did watch this one and I didn't like it.
Uh-oh.
This is what was caught.
Up, wait, middle, down.
Okay,
I'll do the... Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a 90s dance.
Let's do it.
You can only move when the lights are off. You can't move when the lights are on. You have 5 moves to get to me. Are you ready? Oh, okay. Oh, all right. You have 5 moves to get to me. Oh my
Turned
god.
a light
Hang
on.
on, sorry. Something fell, right?
Yeah, it was sitting right here.
And it just fell off? Okay.
Fell? That's how this flew off. There's no way
It was
this
here?
fell. Feel how heavy this
I
is.
don't know.
Yes, it was sitting right here.
Oh,
But not with them, like, running through the room, you know?
Yeah, no, if the light's constantly going off, which
Yeah.
is perfect time for cuts regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. You guys. What the hell?
That was okay.
So
What? No.
What the
cabinet?
Was it? Oh my god. Wait.
Oh my god. What is...
Wait, I'm really scared.
Definitely part of any dance group
As if
routine.
playing this game wasn't already
No.
creepy enough, this happens. Now, right before the video ends, a loud thump is heard on camera. Hearing this sound was enough to silence the girls, as they already knew what it was. It was the same crystal cube that had dropped earlier. This was strange, considering that it was placed securely on the shelf and has never fallen until now. Casey, who was in this video,
It's never fallen ever.
Apparently it wasn't that secure then.
Literally, dude. Yeah, like how secure could this have been? You know?
One like, again, is this a house or an apartment?
Yeah. How do we know this has never fallen? I mean, I think it's a house because they went downstairs and seemed pretty housey.
Maybe it's a condo.
further adds that it seems to have flown off the shelf,
Yeah, maybe.
given how far it landed on the floor. It's as though someone or something had flung it. But even stranger are the events that followed afterward. A ceiling lamp begins to move on its own, and a shelf door pops open out of nowhere. Understandably, the girls ran away in sheer panic.
I don't know, man. Every time one of my cabinet doors just popped open, if I like, it's my cabinets are so over. Some of my cabinets are so overstuffed. They're popping up all the time. I'm not thinking it's a ghost.
The Tupperware cabinet? Oh my god.
Yeah, like my cabinet over here, it's just filled to the brim with junk. Like, yeah, come on, man. And a ghost, that's my inability to store things correctly.
Yeah, I feel like that was like they were hanging out, doing their dance thing, and they're like, "Oh, let's make a scary video."
Oh, this is interesting. Chat's pointing out they were looking at it they're looking at the door right before it opened. I didn't even notice
Really?
that.
I didn't either.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Door pops open. Followed afterward, a ceiling lamp begins to move on
She's
its
looking at the
own,
lamp.
and
She's
a
looking at
shelf
the
door
lamp.
pops open.
But yeah, the girl in the blue was looking at it.
Followed afterward, a ceiling lamp begins to move on its own, and a shelf door pops open out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
she was looking at it. Okay.
Understandably, the girls ran away in sheer panic. Now they have yet to post more videos explaining the events of that night. But until then, it seems that this incident will have no conclusive answer on what exactly was captured in this video.
Yeah, there's a lot of the lights going out. I mean, obviously that's where the cuts happen. I mean, it's simple, it's basic. Is it effective? Maybe to teenagers on TikTok, not to us pre-TikTok adults.
And once again, we see a better video getting snubbed for, you know, top spots.
Yeah, that warehouse video, that was absolute top notch. That guy, that absolute unit of a man, that guy was, he was the one.
That was, you know, just like the honorable mention going to that one guy who had a whole inventory thing.
Oh, that guy was great.
Yeah. Like, that was #1 all day.
Yeah, that was the best thing we've seen in this. I mean, we had some good ones in that whole episode, but that in the graveyard school.
Yeah.
What's wrong with white people, man? It's pretty. That was pretty solid ones, but man, that guy was such a unit. I told myself I'd stop swearing as much because editing myself is a pain. Censoring myself for YouTube is a pain in the ass. But all right,
one time.
That was our first dive into BizarreBub. We've watched a few videos from BizarreBub, and so far he's been pretty dang cool. But we're gonna go back to the OG. We're gonna go back to the man of. Did you see it? We're going back to
cores.
Nuke's top 5. Prepare your cores, because we're about to be shook. Top 10 ghost videos, so scary. It goes up to
11.
This next video was recorded by a man named Javier from Argentina. Javier says that he was worried about his friend Antonio, as he hadn't heard from him in a while. So he drives over to Antonio's house to check up on his friend. Javier bangs on the front door. No one answers. He calls out Antonio's name. Again,
Antonio!
No answer.
I like how he said his name, like his name was actually Javier from Argentina. Like that was his name. Not that Javier is from Argentina. His name is Javier from Argentina.
Hello, Javier from Argentina. Hello, Nuke from Nuke's top 5.
And goes to the back door of the house. For some reason,
This house looks so like run down and beat down. Like I part of me would believe nobody actually lives here.
Door is open. Fearing the worst, Javier goes inside to investigate. What happens next is downright chilling.
Antonio.
So is there no knob on that? But it's one of those like little handle knobs. Very small. It's like a Luigi's Mansion. Antonio! Antonio! Yes.
No, that's exactly.
Antonio.
I mean, like it's Argentina. It might not be a well-off place in Argentina.
Yeah, there's a lot of places like that all around
There's
the
a
world.
lot of places. Yeah, the wall was like broken. It's in ghost orbs.
Antonio, soy yo.
Camera's not great. Ooh.
Hey.
First off, you gotta be good friends with a person to just jump their wall and go straight into their back door.
Yeah.
You gotta be good friends with someone to be doing this stuff.
Well, I mean,
You
he
know?
said in the beginning, like he hadn't heard from him, so he was going to check on him. So he had definitely a close
Do
friend.
the police in Argentina not do wellness checks? Like, I don't understand. I don't know.
Hey, loco. Soy Javier, boludo.
Whoa.
You could hear something right before that door shut, too.
Yeah.
Fue, boludo.
Let me go back. Let's go back just real quick.
It's like something scraping or a laughing.
Tiny ass corridor. Up in the air.
Che, loco, ¿sos vos? Ya fue, boludo. Vine a ver qué onda. ¿Cómo andás? ¿Estás bien? Che, loco, si yo vos salí.
Why not just open the door?
Yeah.
¿Escuchan eso?
Can you hear that? Who are you talking to?
Busted.
See, busted right there. Busted. Like, can you hear that? He's talking to the camera, which, first of all, why is he recording himself doing his own wellness check? Because he's doing it for views. So he's making sure the viewer, did you hear it? Busted.
Making Nuke's job easy.
Mm-hmm. They're holding the door.
Javier doesn't know what is going on, and he doesn't want any part of it. He decides to just leave the house and call the police. But just as he's
What's
about
weird
to
is
exit,
you could see the knob
hears a
turn when the
strange
door was
sound from
closing.
somewhere behind him. The next 30 seconds are like something right out of a nightmare.
Whoa.
Did you see it? A door swings
No.
open by itself, and someone or
I saw that.
something with glowing eyes seems to peek over the
Oh,
upper glass of the
okay.
door, 7 feet in the air. Javier has had about enough and just makes a run for it. He says that whoever or whatever this
Oh, that's good. Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Let's go. So this is why we need it done in post, because this is a much better effect. This is a much better effect.
I'm just zooming.
Yeah, because like, oh my god, having the actual picture, that's scary. That's
For it being up that high? Yeah.
Oh yeah, being up that high, I mean, easily jump, put something down. I think it was a jump. I think it was whoever jumping, because like the way it just kind of,
The upper glass of the door, 7 feet in the air.
like it flashes. It
Oh,
flashes.
yeah.
So I think it's a jump.
Javier has had about enough and just makes a run for it. He says that whoever or whatever this was.
Like I think this is good. That's a good. I know someone just jumped up, and now whether or not this is an abandoned house or someone's actual house, I'd be willing to believe either one. And obviously it's just dumb social posts, but this is what makes it effective. It's the post that makes it effective, because the actual video itself, I wouldn't have gotten this out of it.
No.
But it's the analysis where it's like, there's something here.
Like, you see the flash in the video, but you can't see that shape at all.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's very clearly just a guy, you know, but either way, like,
With what looks like a
this,
pole
it's the analysis that makes it good.
It certainly was not his friend Antonio.
I think it was his friend
Police officer to
Antonio.
the residence, Javier learns that his friend has tragically passed away inside the house. Just
Yeah, I don't
behind
believe that.
door that he couldn't open. Javier is so upset and confused by the whole ordeal that he just can't let it go. He decides to
He can't let it go, so instead he uploaded it to social media.
Can't let it go.
return to Antonio's house in search
He
of
goes back.
answers. It did not go well.
Wait, he went back?
Mm-hmm.
Dead mouse. Oh,
Un poco de.
I don't get what we're blurring. I don't know what we would be blurring.
Escalofrío estar acá, se siente.
Unless we're gonna see something we shouldn't
siente
see,
una
and it just this is the preemptive blur.
No.
Esa, qué sé yo. Qué mierda. La linterna. ¿Qué pasó? Qué mierda.
Ghost orbs.
Hey.
Oh, yo.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Nobody's there.
So he pans really quickly in that room, but it almost looks like there's eyes, like in the corner.
They're holding the door. Yeah, I don't get why there's a black bar.
Yeah.
I feel like we're preemptively blurring something. I'm definitely in the shower.
That's why you always check the shower.
Look at that positivity shower curtain.
Hola. ¿Qué mierda anda ahí la concha de su madre?
I mean, he legit sounds really frightened. Like he's scared.
That pipe.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh. Yo, this is fun. This is a trip.
And with that, Javier is done. He leaves the house, and to this day, he...
Dude's wearing like white sneakers. That's so funny. Bro, I got those sneakers.
You gotta be styling, you know, even
I
when
got
you're
those
dead.
sneakers. I don't know. What the hell, bro?
He claims that he has no explanation for what happened.
That's just a straight
But
up
what's
dude.
funny is that's like the same bowl haircut that we saw.
Exactly,
up
that was the
there.
same bowl
He leaves the
haircut.
house, and to this day, he claims that he has no explanation.
Like, is
Same
that there to-
haircut.
Yeah, is that black
Dude,
bar
dude's
there?
like,
to
is that a
block the
hoodie? Is he
face?
wearing a hood?
That's what
Put
it
a
looks
hood
like.
on. He's got a hood on.
For what happened inside.
I don't get what the black bar is. I feel like we're
Yeah.
censoring a logo or something.
Something.
A house without his.
So I don't know. I that was
I thought
fun.
it was a good clip. Yeah, it's
That
a
was
good
very
clip.
fun. That was a very fun clip. I mean, obviously, super hyper staged.
He sold it though.
He sold
with
it
that
very well.
acting.
I think he sold it very
he
well.
genuinely sounded scared.
And the post analysis on that first part was super solid because like that first part would be nightmare fuel, and then just the second part is just a lot of fun. So
Yeah,
really good stuff.
enjoyed
Really good
that
stuff.
one.
All right, a house without history. A house. What was that first one called?
Javier from Argentina. I don't know.
Yeah, just Javier from Argentina. All right,
Yeah.
we got it. We got it. We got there in the end. All right.
History. A family living in Kansas City, Missouri are away from home one night when their Nest security camera captures something truly bizarre.
Again, we're going back to the security cameras just being... Boy, there's so much going on with security cameras. All
A
right.
shadow-like figure about the height of a child can be seen moving from the upstairs bedroom. The figure doesn't appear to walk or run, but rather float at a high speed.
No, it appears
before
to
it just
run.
disappears.
It looks
into
like it's
thin
running.
air.
Yeah,
A small
there's
childlike
legs.
voice can be heard calling out, "Help!"
I don't like this one.
The family has never experienced anything paranormal before, so they have no idea just.
And they didn't start now.
Yeah. So it's like the kid ran out of toilet paper.
So, I mean, the idea of like their camera quality, it's as far back as possible. It's nighttime. They're futzing around with like all the different settings for a picture, and then to the point where child looks very translucent because of the way the lighting is and everything. So, come on.
It actually
man.
looks kind of solid. For a
It looks
second.
good. I mean, but it's a very easy to do effect on this
Yeah.
kind of a camera, you know? they're leaning so heavily on that idea that, you know, it's gonna look like this and not be able to be easily distinguished and shot down like we're doing right now. Sorry guys, sorry family in Kansas City, Missouri, or whatever this was.
Blonde in the wood. Sorry,
my bad.
Just what this could be. The house was only built 15 years ago, and they've searched online.
It does look like a
strange history.
Looks like a very new house.
Or land.
Yeah.
So just what is this?
Just because you can't find history on the house or land doesn't mean there isn't any.
Wait, what?
Just because you can't find history on your house or land doesn't mean there isn't any.
Absolutely. Like, I know my house was built before the 1900s originally, and it was rebuilt, but I don't know what happened on this. For all I know, this could be like a weird burial ground. I know it's probably not.
As long as you don't have like gravestones of the graveyard that your house was built on, you know, scattered.
Yeah, decorating the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, for all we know, 200 people died. But again, I'm of a mindset where, like, come on, man, I'm already cursed enough with modern society. You don't need to haunt me. I'm already screwed, dude. Like, if you guys, like, are you trying to rush me to? Because the world's already trying. Man, ghosts need to chill. If they see I'm a hard-working person in modern society, they know I'm screwed. Like, they're like, oh, we're gonna leave this one alone. This one's already got enough.
They look through my mail, see my bills, and they're like, "Yeah, let's just go somewhere else, bro."
Yeah, like, oh, we gotta help them.
Yeah,
let's okay, fellow ghosts, let's band together and haunt the bank.
Yeah,
let's go haunt the bank.
Haunt the bank that owns the house.
Nuke's asking for your help.
So if you see anything that you think would be perfect for the top 5, send it to us at nukestop5@gmail.com.
Watch episode 1 and 2 on YouTube right now, guys. Episode 3 will be up the weekend after the 21st. I promise. It'll show it to your friends. Bring grandma out of a home for the day to watch Into the Macabre episode 3. Let's do a big Into the Macabre watch party, guys. I promise.
Yeah.
It's good. We're good stuff. All right. How about the uninvited guest?
The uninvited guest. A family on Rote Island in
generic.
Indonesia.
Is what?
It's like such a generic like title. The uninvited guest.
Technically, they're all that.
I would argue to say that, you know, roughly we'll say like 90% of ghosts are uninvited guests, or, you know, whatever.
You're not wrong.
Are gathered to celebrate a birthday when one of the guests captures something truly chilling on camera.
We already have the circle on the screen,
so you know where you need to be looking. I love it.
Oh, hey.
Halloween decoration?
A strange uninvited guest.
Honestly, the circle is not helping this at all. The circle is not helping at all.
Can be seen looking.
And honestly, props to this cameraman also. Because this camera person is doing this better than every other camera person we've seen do this kind of a clip. Because they are not focusing on that at all. But they still kept it clear enough.
How he likes they stepped sideways to get around the view of the curtain there instead of just continuing to pan throughout the room.
Yeah, but overall, this is the best camera pan out of all the camera pan clips we've seen. This is by far the best one.
Looking into the window, watching the family.
Yeah, it's
the Spirit Halloween animatronic from 2000.
Oi, master, the sock! I got the sock, master!
That almost kind of does look like... Oh, now that you mention it. Oh. Or like one of the Lollipop Guild from Wizard of Oz.
Oi, Master Harry, Master gave me a sock. But
He's
I
just
want
out there
back
waiting
into
for a
Mas-
sock.
I want back in Master's house. It's cold outside. Dobby's cold.
You telling me all those people there and nobody has a sock?
Yeah, well, you tell me none of these people are seeing this horrifying thing staring back from outside, like this homeless ass child who sees all the kids at the party and is like, I want to play.
Or that's like the neighbor kid who didn't get invited.
Oh god.
As they celebrate. Now, without a source, we'll
Also, we're frozen. We're still is on the part that isn't circled.
Yeah. We didn't even get there yet.
never know exactly what's going on here.
Does the circle ever go around it?
We never did it.
This is why you gotta do this stuff in post. Don't post it with the thing already preemptively. Like, the circle is not helping us one bit.
Is that like one of those, like, we pointed at the screen and we were like, okay, it's right there, and then go back and put the circle in, holding our finger there, hoping that it didn't move?
Oh my god.
So, tell me what you think.
Oh, there it is. We did it. It hit. It got there at the very end. Looking at you through the glass, don't know how much time has passed. Oh boy, it feels like forever.
Cave.
I would like to see if like they pan back around if it goes away.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one, I mean, that's fun. And again, big props. Like that's probably the strongest pan around the room clip we've seen, because every time we have a pan around the room clip, the cameraman screws up and focuses on the thing more than like the subject matter. But the subject matter,
it wasn't like air quotes.
It wasn't like the band. It wasn't like the people singing the religious music.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's I like that one. So far, you know what, Nukes? You're doing a good job right now. You're doing a good job, Mr. Nukes. Keep going. Keep sending you scary clips.
Crisis. Alex Cantrell from the YouTube channel Underground Explorers is invited to explore a cave on his friend's ranch in Texas. But the cave
This is already a problem.
submerged in water,
Yeah.
making it very difficult to enter
This
and
is
explore.
no.
Now I'm going to go ahead and
This is not an initial exploration. This is not an initial exploration. Do not ever do this unless this has been proven to be safe. If this has proven to be safe, in whatever way spelunkers prove things to be safe.
Yes.
Yeah, have they not seen The Descent? Have they not seen 72 Hours?
If you haven't seen The Descent, go watch it, because it's amazing.
Have they not seen the hit YouTube video, Man in Cave? Boy. They're on Man in Cave had a lot
Yeah,
of
and just like
plagiarism.
to be in a cave that's tight spaces already, and then you're going to add water in there, and
this
is even worse.
This video is not exactly anything paranormal, but it is very.
They don't have to be paranormal.
Yeah, no, this is
Again, guys, if you want to submit stuff to us for us to check out, it doesn't have to be paranormal. This is why it's paranormal, comma, strange, and unexplained. It's not all hauntings. It's anything that's strange or unexplained. Like that weird tunnel in Japan that just goes on forever, and that's mortifying. I would never drive down that tunnel.
Yeah.
But it wasn't paranormal. It was just, boy, I would never go down that.
This pause point right here, like, just imagine this point of view in that cave.
Oh, I know.
Like, that's water up to your neck. Just enough room for your head, it looks like.
I just... Spelunking and me, never.
No.
Like, I would love to be able to, like, I would like to go on a hike. I'll go on a hike.
Yeah.
A hike is cool. Why do we got to spelunk? It's stupid.
Yeah, at least if I'm hiking, I don't have to worry that, like, the entire forest is going to fall on top of me while I'm hiking at once.
Well, you know how there's like big official tours of caves. Like we have like the tour
touristy
behind Niagara Falls. Yeah, I'll go in that. I'll go in those caves. Caves around the Grand Canyon. I'll go in those caves.
Like
With
I
a
did
tour
one-
guide where they constantly, you know, every day check to make sure it's still structurally sound and safe. I'll go in. I'll go
I've
there.
done 2 of those. Like we did the Mammoth Cave when I was younger. I forget exactly where that's at, but and we did another one in North Carolina. But yeah, like when they're like the big open ones that, you know, you just walk in and they check out, you know, and make sure everything's good, then I'm fine with that. And they're really cool. This is not cool.
This, oh yeah, come to my buddy's ranch in Texas.
Scary.
Why do you have this on your ranch?
And 100% real.
Where you hide the bodies.
Especially scary if you're even the slightest bit claustrophobic. Now, in accordance with YouTube guidelines, I want to stress.
Oh no.
No one was seriously injured.
Right there, that bottom one.
This video.
Do not attempt to do this.
Never. We emphasize this in like every video of don't do this. But seriously, don't ever do this stuff. I mean, how does one become a professional cave diver? Who's giving out these certifications?
And why? Why is that? Why are you doing that?
Recorded by a professional cave diver. Do not attempt to do this yourself. All right. So, Alex is joined by a few of his friends as they begin to explore the frightfully small cave.
All right, who's got the oxygen meter? I don't see that. Look at this. We got an oxygen meter now?
Like, and it's smart. They're being very smart. But again, this is to the point where they need to bring a device that tells them whether or not they can breathe. That's already a problem. Don't ever do this.
So people won't be mad at me? So what all does that show? Carbon monoxide? Carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, hydrogen sulfide, and low oxygen. Cool. Pretty much everything. Yeah. So we got the action adventure twins here helping us out. Because you guys are like, Matt, check the oxygen. Oh, danger levels. Breathe on it a little bit. Danger, danger. Danger. It's waterproof?
It is, but I don't
better
think it's gonna work too well if like the little intakes get clogged with water.
It's gonna be hard to.
All right, guys.
We don't worry about methane. Fine.
It's on the demolition ranch.
Wait, is it beeping already?
Well, see, I immediately dunked it underwater.
I told you.
So, you know, I don't think
Yeah.
this is gonna give us the accurate.
You got it wet.
The entire cave has bad air.
It might.
That entrance already would be a no for me. Oh yeah.
Already the air differ.
But people live for this. But oh my god.
This is fun to people. Yeah.
As they work their way deeper and deeper into the cave, the passageway becomes smaller and more claustrophobic. Eventually, there is barely even room to breathe above the murky water. This is when the exploration goes horribly wrong.
Why?
This is where we're at right now.
I love that they're saying this is intense.
Yeah,
that makes me
heard
feel,
that yet.
That makes me feel good because I was scared in here and I'm like, what if these guys just come in and they're like, oh, this is a piece of cake. Let's climb it.
No, this is a little rough.
Yeah.
I feel the rope on my foot. So much water in my ears. Yeah, same. Oh man.
Water in my eyes.
Snorkel would be nice right about now. Yeah. I got so much water in my head. Good times. Good times.
Good times.
Does it really go further? Is he under? Oh, hell no, I'm not doing that. I can just barely hear right here. So loud. This is the waiting area.
Jesus, why would you keep going at this point?
You know where
Why
I
would
stop?
you keep going?
Right when I find the entrance, I'm like, oh look, there's a cave down there, and that's it.
What? What? Did, like, a random surge of water just come at them? Like,
Or did he grab him while he was... Yeah, he grabbed him is what it sounds
Cave
like.
explorer Jacob is a little further ahead in a part of the cave that is so submerged that there's barely room to breathe. As he ducks under the murky water, Jacob becomes confused and panics, breathing in a mouthful of the dirty water.
Oh.
In a terrified frenzy, he tries to back out of the cave as fast as he can, but he slams into Alex, dragging him underwater too. Luckily, the two guys make it out safely, with only a few scratches to remind them.
yeah, I mean, he was very clearly struggling at one point. That's why I've
Yeah.
been telling him to like try to calm down and talk him down, which is the most you can do in that situation. But like, oh man,
I feel like out of all the situations where telling someone to calm down doesn't work, this is like number one.
yeah,
Like, there's no way to be calm in that. That's absolutely terrifying.
100%.
This video once again goes to show that sometimes people, even your own friends, can be much scarier and more dangerous than anything paranormal. And I don't know about you, but just watching them in that cramped little tunnel gave me the heebie-jeebies. Now, you can watch this entire exciting cave exploration and many more over on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, so like I mean, I get it. Like, you're struggling, you can't push forward anymore.
Yeah.
And you're worried, so you just bolt out. Like, your first just instant reaction is just bolt backwards. And yeah, that doesn't work in this situation. Like, you need to have such a level head for this. It's not even funny. Like, that's just absolutely insane.
Yeah, like I said, my video of this cave would be me finding the entrance, saying there's the cave entrance, and that's the end of the video. I'm not going in there.
Hiding under the bed. Yeah, guys, don't go spelunking. Don't.
Yeah, just don't.
Unless it's like a very safe spelunking thing that's been proven to be very safe, and you're with professionals and all that stuff. And like this, like I said, like actual places to spelunk, because I know they exist. Not just like unexplored new place. Then, you know, even still, ugh.
That is legitimately how a horror
Just
movie
go
starts,
to like one of those places. Just go to like one of the rock climbing wall places. Do that instead.
Exactly.
You'll have a better time. Build a box fort. I don't know, man.
Under the bed. In another creepy video shared to TikTok without a source, a man is woken up in the middle of the night by a strange thumping sound coming from under his bed. What happens next is absolutely horrifying.
Not English. Put the camera down first. Oh, Jesus.
Looks under his
Yeah.
bed, but sees nothing.
Oh, that was good.
Mysterious thumping. But then a horrific thing comes sliding.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then
that's
automatically,
so good.
like, looking under the bed, if you've seen, you know, Terrified, that just automatically gets me now.
Ugh. I mean, it looks stupid, but
Yeah.
it's conceptually, I'm here for it. Oh my god, that's great. Look at that. Look at that. It's such a stupid mask.
It's like one of the front, just the front mask only. Like, it's not a whole head. Like,
Yeah.
that's her hair behind it.
Yeah, I think this is like conceptual. I'm here for it conceptually.
Yeah.
Like, this is like those the TikToks we look at of like those hyper edited TikToks from lights.are.off. This is super cool.
But yeah, if you're scrolling and that popped up, that definitely get you.
I love how quick it is. Like, it's so quick.
But then a horrific thing.
It's so funny, man. Also, wait, why am I hitting 720? What the hell, man?
Oh my god. That's why we couldn't see any of the ghosts.
Yeah.
The video cuts. Now, I'm in no way claiming that this video is real, but it is definitely
Why not?
very creepy.
Just to go on record, I am 100% claiming this video is real.
Oh god, it's so I love this. I love this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's so simple but effective. Like, it just shows you, like, if you want to make a good jump scare or like a good legitimate scare, you don't need crazy things.
Yeah.
And
Scare your
or
friends.
not, I'll leave that for you to decide.
And we have chat screaming CGI. I don't know whether or not if it's CGI. If it is, it's very well done.
It didn't look like there was a whole lot of room underneath the bed for somebody to slide out of there.
Yeah, and I couldn't really see a cut of like where it begins and ends. Like if it is CGI, if it did a really good job. Either way, super cool. Super cool.
Haunted USS Salem. Seth Borden from the YouTube channel Seth and Chase, Josh from Exploring with Josh, and paranormal investigators Steve and Dylan from Haunted Nights joined together as they set out to investigate the many reports of paranormal encounters on board the historic Navy cruiser, the USS Salem. Although the USS Salem was never involved in any military combat, it was often used as an emergency relief ship and gave medical aid to horribly injured victims, both civilians and Navy crewmen. It is said that up to 400 people have died on the USS Salem throughout the years, including men, women, and children. Today, the Grand Historic Ship is preserved as a museum in Quincy, Massachusetts. Many
Yeah.
So you making a trip?
I could. I could actually make a trip to that one.
and employees claim to have seen or heard paranormal activity while on board the ship. The ship's caretaker, Don, explains to the group of investigators that one very active spirit on the USS Salem is that of an older sailor who they refer to as Chief.
And this is, I think, where the Chief hangs out.
You think the Chief is here?
Listen to that accent. Listen to that accent. Oh, man's got that deep Boston accent. So everyone doesn't know, Quincy, Mass is south of Boston, and it's basically an extension of the Boston Harbor, where if you go just far out of the Boston Harbor enough, you land within the limits of Quincy. Quincy, Mass, pretty interesting place. A lot of cool stuff. Neat restaurants.
I think the Chief hangs out in here now.
Okay. So you would say that like Chief is the authoritative figure?
I would say the Chief is the guardian of the ship. The Chief is the man who is concerned with people disrespecting the ship and things of that nature. And when the
ironically, it's the USS Salem, and this is a complete opposite direction of where Salem, Mass is.
Yeah.
Pandemic for
they're basically like kind of equidistant from Boston, so it's neat.
I started working at home.
Name it that.
My hair was longer than yours. I mean, it was
Longer
down to
than
like the middle of
yours.
my back. And every time I came aboard, the Chief would yank my hair.
Oh, man. Damn it.
The guys decide to do an EVP session to try to communicate with the ghost known as the Chief.
He tried to act scared there, but was kind of excited.
We are a what? We are something. Clear as day.
Yeah.
That's so vocal, too. Yeah.
What's that?
Dude, we are. We are. Oh my God. Crazy ever. What is that last word?
It's 2 syllables.
Yeah. We are. We are alive. We are something. Do we just sit there and try it one more time? Yeah. Because now we've heard them, we can tell them that we can hear you. You know what I mean? Yeah, It's let's right bring it there. back. All right, I'm going to do it again. We heard you say we are something. We can't understand you. Can you repeat yourself? We are what? Can the Chief come down here and talk to us?
Anytime I see these kinds of things, like I'm just so taken out of it.
Yeah.
I'm really taken out of like the whole we recorded its voice. This style of kind of like generic ghost hunting. I know this is like 3 different YouTube channels collaborating on one thing, but like, how do you feel about this kind of style?
I can never really get sucked into. Like, it's just they become background noise. Like, they can't hold my interest very well.
I mean, like, it's they
like,
get
this is clearly, you know, whatever explanation for that sound, or, you know, there's 10 people there, but you only see 3 of them. So who
and
knows
just
who's
the
walking
reaction
around,
to
whatever.
getting one thing, like, oh my god, this one
The
thing,
overreaction.
yeah, it's
everything
cheesy, hoaxy. It's fun to a degree, but it's just been played up for so long.
Chief, if you're here watching us, can you tell us your name? Oh my god.
Okay, so I mean, the idea is that they're asking all these questions, and then they have a recorder, whatever kind of EVP recorder this is, and they're picking up extra
terrible.
sounds. It sounds awful.
And the quality is terrible.
Which, I mean, it's like, oh, the quality gonna be good. It's, I don't know, man.
God, I did it again. Bro, I don't even want to film, like, if this is every question.
Oh my god.
No, bro, I don't want to film.
Oh my god.
I don't want to film. That's why you want to film.
I'm never one to like show off evidence to like people until like we leave, but like I just want to show you this.
Yeah, we want like the raw reaction to this.
Well, if this dude just chills here all night, like, so he's fine, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've heard that before.
You've heard them get pissed off like this before?
The group believes that they might have made
that girl.
Is that like his significant other? Is like just finding out about this?
They brought a local with them. They brought a local with them, which is why we're laughing. For anyone who doesn't realize why we're laughing, they brought a local with them because homeboy, cool old guy, Boston as hell. That broad right there. Yo, you heard a ghost get pissed off like this before?
It would have been even better if the ghost voice had a accent.
Yeah, how do you do in Boston? How do you do that in Boston? Because you got me on that one. I've lived there my whole life. I got nothing on that. Oh, you seen a ghost get pissed off like this before? That is the telltale sign of just pure. That's pure, unrefined Bostonian.
I'd see something in this about like there being empty Dunks cups, but nobody's been here in days.
Oh yeah, they've been leaving. You know, every now and again the staff finds some Dunkies cups around, kid.
Contact with the entity known as the Chief, and it seems that they have
the Chief. Can we just point that out real quick? Oh yeah, but we're getting haunted by the Chief.
Yeah.
Oh, the Chief is. Oh, the Chief. So, hey, what kind of? Tell me a little bit about the ghost. Oh yeah, we're haunted by the Chief over there.
They have really pissed him off. Next, they investigate the mess hall, a large room that is said to be where the Chief appears the most. Using an Ovilus device and an EVP recorder, the group questions the spirits that haunt the ship. And this is when things get downright creepy.
Who's following us here? And why are you screaming?
Helpless. Helpless. They're helpless.
Oh, we're helpless.
That's way worse. Some touch me.
My hair just got touched.
It's always with the hair.
Oh, something touched me. Oh, something touched me. This reminded me. I watch a lot of John Wolfe on YouTube, and he ripped apart this one Netflix show, and like this Netflix show brought like like a bunch of demonologists together. It was kind of like a reality show with like a bunch of demonologists going to different places and doing things. And like every time they have some spotlight on TV, you could tell they're doing everything they can to try to take as much spotlight as they can. And some are just like, they're like, you could tell they're actively fighting with each other to try to get more spotlight from each other. So when I see things like that, I feel like that's what this guy is doing. He's trying to like he's like, oh, there's all these things, like, my hair.
I'm about to double my impressions right here on my next video.
It's so
I literally just felt my hair get. He said every time he came out here, he got his hair pulled when he had long hair.
My hair was longer than yours.
Yeah, oh yeah, remember when he said that?
Yeah.
Remember when he said that? He just,
yeah, dude.
It's down to like the middle of my back. And every time I came aboard, the chief would yank my hair.
If you saw it on camera.
Chief would yank my hair.
That one would have got it.
Yeah, we'll mind you.
Oh, good point. Flashlight's on.
Helpless.
Helpless. They're helpless. Oh, we're helpless.
Oh.
It just looks like his hair moved.
To the ship's caretaker, Don, something seems
Like-
to touch Seth's hair.
Some of it was resting on his shoulder, and he turned enough to where it
Now,
fell.
before this next clip, it should be mentioned that the ghost of a young girl and her mother are also said to haunt the USS Salem. When the explorers review their footage, it seems like they might have encountered one of these spirits without even knowing.
Maybe we should.
Alice.
Alice?
Alice?
Alice.
A woman's name, right after we heard a woman's voice.
Did you see it? If you watch closely, you can see a figure that looks like a girl in a long skirt walking in the background.
I don't see it.
That's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. If you look on the super grainy zoomed in image in the dark, you might be able to see a shadow walking where all these people are waving flashlights around.
I think I found the promo clip for this episode, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
Alice.
Alice?
Alice?
Alice.
A woman's name, right after we heard a woman's voice.
Alice?
Alice?
Okay, if it's implied to be the white part is the dress, that is such a stretch and a half.
Yeah.
It's like...
Well, and the fact that it's like completely square and goes away equally. While
you can
he's
show me
moving.
this a billion times, I'm not gonna think it's a person. Like,
So did the group make contact with the chief? Or, well, did the chief make contact with Seth?
Like, look
Is
at all
this
that
the
light.
ghost of one of the women who haunt the ship? I leave it up to you to decide. You can watch this entire investigation over on the YouTube channels Seth and Chase, Exploring with Josh, and Haunted Nights.
yeah,
feel
there's
like
a
that was
reason
enough
why
for
it
that
was.
whole investigation.
Yeah, I think we got the
Right
Cliff
there.
Notes version. The Cliff Notes version was probably enough.
Yeah.
The waiting room.
Like, I didn't see it.
No.
I don't know if any of you saw it, but we sure as shit didn't see it. And you know, I don't know what kind of special eyes Nuke's got, but goddamn.
They just kept the circle there the whole time, then we might have been able to see it.
Oh, I can't believe Dobby found the cum sock. Alright, we got like 40 more minutes of this. Let's go.
Trixie Joy Velasco from Davao, Philippines is in the hospital giving birth to her daughter, while her fiancé
Congratulations.
is waiting in an
That's
empty
the scary
hospital
part.
ward nearby.
Children.
While waiting, he sees something that sends a chill down his spine.
Yawa koray sa halak kayo. May ungod sa bawas. Wa.
There's no one in the room, but as Dobby looks under the bed, 2 legs can be seen standing at the other side of the room. He looks up, and again, there's no one there. Dobby is pretty freaked out. So did he accidentally capture evidence of the paranormal? Or just who or what do these legs belong to?
Again, so we're going back to the idea of ghosts only want you to see what they want you to see.
I think that's part of the reason why it's scary, because you can see stuff like that.
And it's like, it's such a one-off. Like, why? Yeah, I don't know why Homeboy's waiting in an empty room. Like, I don't know how they do it over there in the Philippines, but why is he just waiting in an empty-ass room? Like, that's... I think dude's bored. Does he even have a life? I don't know, there's so many things that it can be. There's a billion explanations for that one, but like, why the ghost just want you to see his feet for 2 seconds and then that's it?
Clean feet. Those were that was really clean skin and feet.
I mean, it's
what
sterile.
we saw. Yeah.
Hospital, they're sterile. But like, what if Homeboy Ghost is just all about, you know, showing off the feet? Why doesn't he want to see the rest of them? I don't know. It's such a I think it's such a nothing burger. It's not even funny.
No. It's
whatever.
It's a creepy thing to think about if you saw that. I initially thought there was some sort of mirror there.
Oh. Yeah, that could have been it easily, because he wasn't wearing shoes either.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you caught that at the beginning of the clip. I'm not replaying it, but he wasn't wearing shoes either. So that's interesting. It could have been a mirror. That's another again, a billion explanations. There's one of them.
That was one of their other kids, you know, and they ducked down when he got up.
Exactly. There's so many explanations for it, and I just think it's such a nothing burger clip. But it's gonna move over, because guess what, guys? Playtime is over.
Is over.
Thank you, Nukes.
Lorelai Gonzalez from La Paz, Uruguay says that the 10-year-old daughter of one of her family members recorded a very creepy video while she was playing in her bedroom. The young girl is proudly showing off her brand new kitchen playset to the camera when suddenly
Nukes really needs more clips.
Yeah, he does. He needs clips. Guys.
Nukes really needs more clips. He's running out of content. He wants to monetize your content, and he help him out. Hey guys, YouTube viewers, we record this live every other Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Gonna be part of the live chat, because the live chat is suggesting that the ghost had cleaner feet than the person filming. There's no dirt in the afterlife. Wow. But leave it to ghosts to bring out all the foot people. All right. Going back to Uruguay now.
Gets the scare of a lifetime.
I feel like I've seen this one before.
I think I have as well.
Cuchillo mostré al principio. No sé si lo mostré al principio. Y este tenedor amarillo. Pues tiene... Se me está cayendo todo. Perdón, se me está cayendo todo. 2 cuchillos amarillos iguales. Tengo esta tacita rosita y esta tacita como fucsia. Huevo. ¿Sí?
A creepy little doll seems to push over a plastic cup. The girl is a little confused but shrugs it off and continues showing her playset. Then the doll's arm lifts up and falls back down all on its own. The girl makes a run for it, flipping her camera and yelling for mama.
Good consistency on that one.
The video was recorded years ago, and the girl is now 14 years old. But she is still freaked out by this whole incident. They have no idea how the doll could have moved by itself, so this creepy recording remains a mystery to this day.
Like, that's legitimate, or her parents or friends enjoy playing pranks on her like that.
Like, yeah, the scariest thing is the parents using the kid for content.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. It's very easy. There's a billion ways to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm very
Like,
nonplussed
easily
about
done.
one. It's such a nothing burger of an episode of a clip.
I just look at how the kid reacted.
Yeah, I mean the kid. I think the kid did well. It could have been a real scare for the kid, or the kid could easily be in on it. Like I think the kid did a good job. For what it is, but yeah, I just think it's just kind of a nothing burger of a clip because it's basic to the point of bad versus like we've seen other clips tonight that were basic to the point of like good and fun. And you can easily argue that one was fun, but just for me, I'm just kind of about it.
I feel like it goes back to more that like you got to lean into it, whatever you're gonna do, lean into it hard. That one definitely didn't go up to 11 for me. It's around a 2.
A scary video that goes up to 11? Yeah, no.
6 months ago, Reddit user AMRV5 moved into an old apartment along with her 2 roommates. Since then,
How you know this is real? Because you can't live in an apartment by yourself anymore.
Will frequently just fall to the floor for unknown reasons.
That
This
sucks.
happens so often that the 3 roommates are starting to get a bit freaked out. One night, Reddit user AMRV5 is all alone in her apartment. Something happens that is truly bizarre.
So it moved twice.
What the?
A picture frame on the wall rocks back and forth on its own. Then the desk chair slowly moves to face her. The video cuts.
What is that?
Where?
Tied to the front of a chair on the bottom.
I don't know. Like the
I don't
tag
know what
for
it
the
is.
chair, maybe?
I mean, it looks like a pretty big tag.
My chair came with a tag like that.
Yeah, but like that looks like a big
But I don't
freaking
know.
thing. I would believe that's how they're doing it. What kind of chair is that? It looks like a really basic ass chair. I mean, they had. It's definitely not a Herman Miller because these folks need to dogpile 3 different people into the apartment just to afford the apartment. It's definitely no way in hell that's a Herman Miller. It's probably
In an
like
old building.
The Amazon. That's probably the Amazon special right there. Look how messy the room. Yeah, look how messy this room is too. Like any number of things can be helping rock the boat there because look how messy this room is. It's a messy ass room. Ghost. If they get a poltergeist, that thing's pissed off because it's a messy ass room.
Can't walk through the house.
Yeah, it goes like, hey yo, clean the damn house.
Up there because Reddit user AMRV5 is so terrified that she hurries off to the kitchen to wait for her roommates to come home.
So
only the
something
bedroom's
scares
haunted.
you. Yeah, only the bedroom. It's not like the whole place. You just go to the kitchen and you're safe. It's like putting the blanket over you.
I feel like the kitchen would be worse. Look at that top comment. Nope. More like, wait.
Posting her video to Reddit shocked viewers.
Wait a second.
To wait for her roommates to come home. Now, after posting her video to Reddit,
The picture went both ways. Actually went past the level when first pull to the right was done. When the film starts, there are 2 slight pulls to the right, maybe like a test pull. Then there's a big pull to the right. The picture comes back, goes past level, then it gets another gentle pull to level it. I would spare it into a couple small movements of the picture, then do this large one. Then why would we level the picture after it was off kilter? And the blur every end. I think it was staged. I'm going to copy the film in negative and look for the light fishing line. Keep us updated, Inspector Gadget.
shocked viewers.
Oh. You have to say curious about what the expert analysis save here.
Save. I need to find this Reddit thread now. Go gadget
debunk.
That's the best thing ever.
Thank you for being you. I haven't thought about that movie in forever.
What does all that mean?
For example, maybe the air vent above the picture is simply causing a draft. So AMRV5 explains that her thermostat is set to turn the heat on at around 4 p.m. every day, and that this could possibly cause an air current. So the next day, just before 4 p.m., she grabs her phone and records the vent.
This is our vent test. We have about
Vent test.
a minute until the heat's supposed to cycle on. We're gonna see if that does anything to move the picture.
So are we now saying like this is when they first moved in and this only happens at 4 p.m.? Or are we just trying to debunk the idea that the vents...
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're trying to debunk the vent.
Look at that LED strip on the top.
Couldn't even make it all the way around your room. Stop midway.
This was just generic ass picture.
I feel like you could hear more walking there.
That's a good way to get your shoes stolen. Yeah, someone's moving down the stairs.
Yeah. Somebody's down there.
Oh, so this is, bro. This is how you walk. This is what you walk back into in your apartment. This is how we living out here.
He did not come on yet.
I feel like we didn't even hear that fall either.
While waiting for the heat
so it was
to
just
come
taken
on,
off
there's a
and set
loud bang
down.
At the door. When AMRV5 goes to check it out, she finds that a shoe has fallen down the steps.
You can tell me 3 people live in there?
I don't know. Maybe there's just one upstairs room, and the other ones are down.
From inside her apartment. She hurries back in and finds that the picture frame has fallen completely off the wall. So what do you think is going on here? Could Reddit user AMRV5's apartment actually be haunted? I leave it up to you to decide. Bad vibes.
I don't know, man. I feel like I'm more distressed about how they're living.
Yeah, that's not.
I mean, I get it. I absolutely get it. Low income housing and all that, and like, you know, everybody. It's, and like you said, it could be 3 people like rented out one spot of the apartment, and she's just living at the top. We didn't see a complete half of the whole place.
Yeah,
we only saw like one area.
We didn't even get a full shot when we went out the door, and like.
Yeah, exactly. There's so much going on that we don't know, and it's one of those where we're presented with very limited information. It's supposed to just kind of take it at face value. I don't take that at face value. I'm about it, you know. Yeah, it's kind of.
That's
Popular Czech ghost.
So I'm just gonna move on.
Hunter Danny Threeman from the YouTube channel TV Twix and his friend Dominic set out to investigate an old abandoned laboratory in the Czech Republic. The building is a source of controversy.
Crack lab.
Wait, we're already up Schitt's Creek on this one.
And tragedy, as unsuspecting employees of the laboratory were forced to undergo horrible experiments to test and study dangerous chemicals. In some cases, these chemicals were fatal. Now, years later, locals claim that—
Yeah, the place hasn't been cleaned out apparently, so there's all kinds of chemicals and stuff that these guys could just get their hands on, unless it was all staged.
These employees still haunts the building, still afraid and still angry. It's around 4 a.m. when Danny and Dominic find a room with a single bed frame, possibly a bed that belonged to one of the lab employees. They activate their REM pod device and quickly realize that something is not quite right.
What's that like curtain or look so new?
Ono se hejbe, kámo. Kámo, ten přístroj se úplně zbláznil, vole. A ono, kámo, vibruje celý ten rošt s tím přístrojem.
Yes.
Kámo, děláš
Kámo,
si
ta
prdel.
posta se hejbla. Lidi víte to tam vzadu.
Ty píčo.
To podle mě rovně, že jo?
Kámo, ona šla ke mně, vole.
Kámo.
Kamo. Ty krávo, OK, děkujem za znamení. Takže víme, že jsi tady s náma. Máme odejít z této místnosti pryč a nechat ti tvůj klid? Pokud ano, zkus se nám znovu projevit. Ty krávo, to si děláš prdel.
Looks like he's standing awfully close to the end of the bed.
Tedy tuto místnost
Yeah, I would believe camera guys doing that.
Tady v klidu, nebo
Yeah.
na další dotazy. Nevíme, kámo, co se tomu dotyčnému stalo, proč je tady. A jdeme odsaď do prdele, kámo. Ty píto! Kámo, to si děláš prdel, vole.
Kámo.
To šlo po mně, kde byl, kámo. Ty krávo, kámo, sedem na to. Sedem na to.
Go get your toy.
The bed starts to vibrate, triggering the REM pod device. Then the bed suddenly moves toward Danny. The two investigators stay calm, but when the bed aggressively slides across the room, they just get out of there. After gathering their courage, they decide to investigate the building's laboratory. This lab was the site of many horrible experiments and tests that were conducted on the building's employees. Danny starts to ask questions to try to get a response from the paranormal presence in the building. For around 20 minutes or so, nothing much happens. But then things take a terrifying turn.
Jsi tu s námi, je tady nějaká duše, která by se chtěla projevit na nějakém z těch přístrojů. Jsme tady jenom kvůli vám, abyste nám ukázali, tu jste, a pak se samozřejmě zeptáme na nějaké otázky, proč tu jste. Ale jako upřímně nevím, přijeme, že už tady jsme.
Here's the thing, like ghosts aren't obligated to give these guys what they want.
No.
You know, it's... I don't know, man.
Asi 15-20 minut. Přístroje, zatím nic. Trošku jsme to tady přeorganizovali, aby tady byla lepší energie, ale...
They did feng shui? Is that what he just said? They did feng shui?
Whoa. Oh, he said it. He said, did you see it?
Yeah.
He said it.
Řekli se, kde byl. Je to vidět na tom videu, nebo ne? Vidí.
Kámo, asi jo. Já nevím, kámo.
A čum, já, jakoby, i když to jako se zkusíme jako ustabilizovat, tak stejně se to jakoby trošičku jakoby hejbe, víš? Všim se z toho? Vidíš?
Jako ale vítr tady, kámo se to... Kámo.
To byla ta židle teď?
Jo, hej, viděli jste to lidi?
Kámo, co si to...
Yeah, they blew him a chair to make a chair move. They blew him a wire to make a wire
Jestli
move.
si tady dotkni se těch přístrojů, zkus něco s něčím pohnout.
Oh, and again, you can't see the whole room.
Kámo, ta židle zase, vole.
Kámo. Hej, já bych si s tím dal...
Kámo, abych šel do toho.
Now you can.
What's the chair on top of?
No.
Like, what is the chair on top of? Like, it's...
It almost looks like a pallet or something.
Yeah, the chair almost looks fake because of what it's on top of. Oh, apparently we're buffering. That's cool.
Kámo. Hej, já bych si s tím dal...
Kámo, abych šel do toho radši dál,
já
víš
taky,
co?
vole.
Kámo, čekuj. Já jste vidět lidi, a ta židle se fucking klá, kde byl.
Jde to vidět, kámo.
Kámo, vem tu kameru a natoč to zblízka.
Looks like a big air filter or something.
Yeah.
Kámo, to je nějaký, vole...
It's like some kind of a
Grater or something, yeah.
Já nechápu, jako, jak si to může takhle hrát.
Kámo, víš, to je divný jak syně, že jste tady hnuli věci, ale ty přístroje nic, vole, že?
A metal chain swings back and forth by itself. A chair moves and vibrates much like the bed frame they discovered earlier. But did you see it? Most terrifying of all, the strange translucent figure of a woman
Oh,
in a
hey, I
dress
didn't even notice that.
seems to walk across the hallway.
You guys absolutely cannot see it. You guys absolutely cannot see. I gotta hide me for a second. I gotta wear.
You were what they were supposed to see. That's what it was.
Doesn't realize what their camera has captured, and even though they're freaked out by the bizarre movement of the
There he goes. There was something just behind it. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it's like
chair,
figure.
they continue to investigate,
Oh, I
moving to a
bet.
new location with an absolutely gruesome past.
Yeah, I don't think it was real. Oh, the incubator
According
room.
to
All
local
right.
legend, a man was tied up and tortured to death in the back of this room. As Danny is telling the story, things start to get...
That rope looks pretty recent.
Yeah. Lynčovali jako svině. Tamhle.
And why are they wearing gloves now?
Ho prostě normálně zavřeli, jo. No, to je možná ta duše, protože když jsem o tom zrovna mluvil, jako že ho zavřeli, tak se nám to projevilo, jako že asi ano.
Let me just play with my perm a little bit.
Kámo, ty dveře toho inkubátoru, jak kde byl?
He said it again. They're doing Nuke's job for him.
Yeah.
Kámo, ten přístroj furt jede ten rempot. To si děláš prdel. Kámo, co se to tady děje, ty vole?
Co bylo?
Kámo, nevím, mně přijde, vole, že ten rempot jakoby furt zvyšoval teplotu. Vzadu mi přijde, že se hejbe, kámo, to lano, vole. Vlastně mi to zdá.
Kámo, jestli taky...
Já nevím, možná už mám, kámo, fakt halucinace.
Ne, fakt kámo se hejbe asi, ale...
Myslíš? Kámo.
Kámo.
Ty dveře, kámo.
Počkej, vole.
Kámo, to si děláš prdel pryč odsaď. Já zkusím, vole, z toho equipu ještě vyndat jeden vlastně jiný přístroj.
Kámo!
Somebody's definitely in there.
I just love the escalation of the amount of things happening right now.
Just
like it's just
nothing, and then
escalating
everything
and getting,
happens.
yeah, it's getting sillier and sillier.
Jo, viděl jsem to, kámo.
Ready for something to really like fly or something.
Yeah.
Hej.
I think the chair was sitting on one of those.
Kámo, vole.
Ty si děláš prdel, kámo, se nám ještě v životě nepodařilo zachytit tohle.
The TV Twix guys have had enough. The two investigators grab their equipment and just head home. So did Danny and Dominic capture proof of the paranormal? Could this be the spirit of one of the employees that suffered horrible experiments here?
No.
And I feel like they have the chairs.
Just an elaborate
Both the chairs were like sitting up on something or sitting unlevel, so if they were pulled, it would fall in a weird way or move in a weird way.
Yeah. Well, okay. And Nukes, you know why you need so many more clips? You know why you're desperate for clips, Nukes? Because you're doing more than 5 clips in a video. And then you not only are you doing like you went from a top 5 to a top 10, but then now you're also putting in extras. So no wonder why the well's running dry. Yeah, and you need to learn more words. Do you have anything else about the Czech Republic? The Czech Lab?
No, I feel like that was just a foreign version of the other Ghost Hunter one that we saw. Stuff blown out of proportion. You know, the door opens, but let's not like pick up the camera and look in there to act like we're, you know.
Yeah, I'll go look inside of it. Okay.
Yeah, I'll look in it and not say anything, because you know, the person in there is looking at me.
Yeah.
The video was reposted to the internet without a source. Allegedly, a woman named Sarah is recording a video after she notices
hey, that's my wife.
Strange activity inside her neighbor's garage. What makes the footage so creepy is that her neighbors are not home. They're away on vacation, leaving both their home and garage completely empty. This is the video.
It's gonna be like that other garage video we saw. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, it literally looks like someone's just running around and
yeah, just back and forth.
A light flickers and something seems to quickly race back and forth inside the garage. Whatever it is then stops and peeks out at her, staring right at Sarah before quickly disappearing out of sight. Now, without a source, it's impossible to know exactly what's going on here. But whatever this is, moves at a speed that's just a little too fast for a normal human being.
Oh, no.
This is. Let me know.
All right, that's okay. That's it for now.
That's not even.
Okay, so
not even just like the fastest man alive or whatever. Like that really wasn't that fast.
Like going at like this, a pretty solid, not Usain Bolt, not the Flash, not a Roadrunner. Like dude, just move. So whoever's there is running back and forth. So the implication is that nobody was home. It's like you reposted without a source. Okay, how do you know nobody's? Who said that nobody's home? Who said that? Do you have any interesting garage stories?
No. I don't really,
because I got one, and this is actually kind of scary.
Ooh, okay.
So when I was very young, I used to live in Chelsea, Massachusetts, and this is like when before I was. This is like when I was like 7 or 8 or something like that, or 8 or 9. Like I lived in Chelsea, Massachusetts until I was about 8 or 9. If anyone doesn't know what Chelsea, Massachusetts is, Chelsea, Massachusetts for the longest time was actually in like one of the top 10. Like worst cities, like per crime per capita or something like that. Cool. But yeah, I was living in one of the better parts of it because it was like on the edge, leading into another city, another town. So it was a much nicer area.
Okay.
And in fact, now it's actually like the best part of Chelsea, Massachusetts today. But back then, it was still sussy as hell because like right across the street like was this big abandoned movie theater, and even like going near that was sketch as all hell. But nonetheless, like, yeah, I grew up near an abandoned movie theater, which was eventually demoed and turned into a giant apartment complex, a very nice apartment complex. And but so we were coming home one day, and I don't remember the full details of it. I've never asked my parents about this. But just from what I remember, and I probably should go back and ask my parents because this might have even helped what lead up to like what made us move. But like we were coming home, and my dad at the time had like a minivan, so we're coming home in the minivan, and so we had a garage because we lived in a condo. So we were pulling into the garage. And as they were closing the garage door, my dad apparently my parents saw someone running out from behind as they were closing the garage door. I don't know what happened because I was very young at the time, so I don't know what happened. And I've never asked my parents what happened. And I just heard like them talking like one of my aunts or a neighbor or something. I don't remember where I heard that it had happened, but I just know that at one point, like when we were coming back home from like going out to dinner or just going somewhere, because it was back in those days, like if someone had to go out for 2 seconds, everyone had to go. Everybody had to pile into the minivan to go. So, but somebody, and it was like a kid or something, like, you know, like a teenager or a kid or something running out of our garage. Which obviously the garage is, because it's a condo, the garage is on the bottom and then the rest of the house is up top. So it's clearly broken in or something. And there was another time. This one is also, this one's actually scary because me being a kid and living there. So like my mom was a stay-at-home mom. I could probably do like a whole episode about weird things from this time. But this is like the other scariest thing that actually happened, and this one's like more real, is we had a knock on the door. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, so she was always home, but she would usually be like upstairs sleeping or something, and someone knocks on the door, and I opened the door, and it was like this guy, and if you ask me like to describe, I can't even remember what he looked like, because like I always had this thing, like even when I was a kid, I don't look at people unless like I'm directly interacting with you. I don't typically really look at you, and I just kind of look through you. But I opened the door. This could also be another thing that led to us moving. But open the door. It's this guy, and he's like, "Oh, is your mom home or your parents home?" I was like, "Yeah, let me go get my mom." Like, and of course, I'm like 7 or 8 at the time.
Yeah.
And I have 2 younger sisters, so the middle one was home and just like in the living room, also because like you open the door into the living room. So I opened the door and the guy's like, "Oh, is your parents home?" Blah 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 blah. Like, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll go get my mom." The guy's like, "No, don't go get your mom." And I just kind of ignored him and kept running upstairs. But I left my sister downstairs by herself, and I'm pretty sure the screen door was locked, which is the only reason this was safe. But like obviously I'm like adult, grab the adult. But like looking back, because like my mom's reaction after, like I don't know if the guy interacted with my sister at all. Also, but like this was clearly because when I got my mom, because I woke my mom up and I was like, "Oh, there's a guy downstairs," and she's like, "What?" And she seemed pseudo alarmed about this, so she just went downstairs because I don't know if she was like expecting there to be a guy. I kind of remember he might have been in a suit. I don't remember, but she answers. She's like, "Oh, hello," and the guy was even saying like, "Oh yeah, I was saying not to go get you," and all this stuff. And I'm just like, I didn't really think much of it as a kid, but like eventually, like a couple minutes go by, my mom kind of gets him out of there, closes the door, walks up, and then she says to me like, "Don't you ever answer the door or leave your sister down here by herself?" And like was even like telling one of my aunts about it later, and like just thinking back to that, like, what the f was that?
You tell the kid, "Don't get your parents."
Yeah, because like that's like thinking back on that today, like I don't know, because like I was a kid, I was very young at the time. I was like 7 or 8 at the time, and I've never like asked my parents about these like situations ever again. Oh, this could have been stuff that like pushed us to move, and like you know, like how messed up is that? Like this stranger, because it was a stranger. It was 1000% a stranger. Just says like, "Don't get your mom." Like that's so crazy.
Yeah, like I had somebody, I mean it was like last week randomly, like nobody comes over here, like nobody knocks on our door, nothing. And it was like 10 o'clock at night, and then all of a sudden somebody knocks at the door. There's just some lady I had never seen before, and like we're set back a little bit, so we're like not the first house you come to off the street. And then she goes, "I broke down the street. I need gas. Do you have a couple bucks?" Like just randomly. And it was really weird because like nobody comes over here. So I'm like, okay, lock everything back up. Make sure the cars are locked. People are just, they're weird.
Yeah, it's you can't trust anything, and it's genuinely so weird and creepy to have those kinds of experiences. And maybe I'll go back and ask my mom at some point next time I see her. In fact, I think I might be seeing her before the next episode, so maybe I'll ask about the old Chelsea, Massachusetts stories and see if there's more material. Yeah, so we got 2 pieces of homework. We got, you know what? I'll leave the Tesla research to you. And I'll do the Chelsea, Massachusetts research, because I can also talk about the abandoned movie theater, and I can also ask my parents more about the abandoned movie theater that was across the street.
Interesting.
And boy,
I probably would have went in there a lot.
Yeah, I wonder if she remembers it. Like my mom's kind of an adult, like a big ditzy person. But I wonder, my dad might remember the garage, but I don't know if my mom will remember the weird man coming.
Yeah, the garage thing, I feel like that's even scarier because they were already inside.
Yeah, they were already inside. It's coming from inside the house. But all right, I think we have enough time to watch this next video. We're going back to BizarreBub's latest video, Scary Comp V87, and I think we can watch the first part of
The
this.
following video comes from a real estate agent who caught something pretty creepy while filming herself on camera. She was filming a video for clients who are interested in buying the house she's selling. She often does video tours of houses that clients have requested to see. In this case, a few clients had...
This is very common for realtors today, by the way. I don't know if you've bought a house, but like, you know, like websites like Redfin do things like this, and and they sell houses completely like this, and it's insane. But you know what? Whatever works, it works. I mean, hey, remote clients exist.
Requested to see a property during the evening as they wanted to see how the interior lighting appears at night.
What is that like little garden box they got going there?
Video tour with an introduction. Is at night.
Which part?
Right there by the curb. Like they got like a little...
Yeah, I don't... It's weird.
Like weird placement.
I mean, if you look at this house, it might not be in the best part of town, so it could be just a weird experimental thing someone did to try to be fancy, and those kind of things just kind of tend to blow up in people's faces.
Yep.
So, she arrives at night and starts her video tour with an introduction, but as she records, she captures this.
Wow, it's 10 p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings of this beautiful vintage 1962.
Clop, 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 clop.
Why are all the pictures right there?
Yeah.
Like, and it's not even like they're a cohesive...
What are we
like,
blocking right now? What are we
together.
blocking? Okay, nothing.
Wow, it's 10 p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings of this vintage 1963 bungalow.
That door's missing a lock also.
Yep.
But you could hear them turn the knob and open it. Good reaction. Very good reaction. Very good reaction.
So is this confirming she does not have a fight or flight response?
I mean, it seemed kind of more confused.
Yeah. But if you look at it, like, it doesn't even look like the striker comes out that far on that door.
Yeah, but you can hear you could have heard the knob turn. And that outside door's open. The next door, which looks like the outside door, is open. Yeah, see, that door's open. All the doors in my house are open.
Open this door.
It's already open.
She's challenging the ghost to open the door.
Go ahead, open this door. Open this door like you did the other one.
Sell this house. I dare you.
Well, those windows, some of them looked really messed up. This is definitely a house I would have passed on when I was house hunting.
Yeah.
Just move the glass or something.
I mean, the fact that her response to the door opening is challenging the ghost in every room. This house needs
do it
work.
again. Not scared.
This house needs a lot of work.
I'm sure it's, you know, only like...
That's why she called it vintage.
Why are we stuck in the corner there with the camera for so long?
So whoever's moving around silently can continue moving around.
We slow down a lot in the corner.
Fearing for her safety, the realtor bolts out of the house in a panic frenzy. Something very strange.
I like this one. This is actually, it's fairly honest. I mean, I don't like, I don't like that her instant reaction is just let's challenge the ghost at every turn.
Yeah, it's probably not good.
But
Like,
I
that
think
legitimately
this,
happens to somebody. Probably don't do that.
yeah, like I don't. That's the only part that's like silly to me.
Before
But
the door opens, one of the portraits on the wall starts to change.
10 p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings of this vintage 1963 bungalow.
huh, that's weird.
That is very
Notice
weird.
that? Yeah, that's actually.
You'll notice that the face in the picture begins to darken, but after a couple of seconds, it changes back. The realtor hadn't seen this when it happened, but if she had, she would have freaked out, as she says. Now, it's worth noting that she came to this house earlier that day and was already feeling creeped out during her time there.
Join me on a tour of this charming 3.5. Join me on a tour of this charming.
She was showcasing the property to a couple of clients when doors all of a sudden started opening on their own. It's unknown if she'll continue to sell the house, but if she does, viewers have commented that a substantial discount on the price would be necessary. Like most videos, there has yet to be an explanation for what happened.
I mean, the whole point of this clip was that they wanted to see if a house lit up at night. Which I think it's fair, but at the same time, who sees this house and goes like, "Oh, let's look at it at night"?
Yeah, that's what's really gonna sell me is how it looks lit up at night.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even look and see how my house was lit up at night. I was just like, "Oh, I love this house," and I bought it. So, oh, I mean, like again, this is one of those like it can be set up a billion different ways. The door was literally open. And she even showed that door was open, like the outside door that was like, and you could hear the doorknob open and stuff. So it's very clear, but at the same time, the idea of, again, her, instead of just like being scared or anything, she's just challenging it at every turn.
So thinking back at it for a second, why was that the one door that was closed in the entire house? Every other door was open.
There were a couple doors that were closed, but yeah, that door was closed for some reason. So, yeah, it could even be a cross breeze. I mean,
Very
obviously
easily.
the fire alarm going off and falling down is set up. But,
Well, I mean, it's a vintage house, so you know, I'm sure the electrical works vintage too.
yeah, I do say that it's a good that video is a good entry in general.
Oh yeah.
I think it's a good entry, but I don't like. I'm not completely on board with her response. But at the same time, at least she's not sitting there going just like the whole time, and then just pointing out the picture on the wall. I can give or take that one.
Yeah.
But overall, I think that pretty much covers us for tonight on this episode of Into the Macabre, and we will finish this particular video next time in 2 weeks. So guys, join us in 2 weeks. What
Means
what
you have
is the-
2 weeks to catch up on all of the episodes already.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna be back on March 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern. So join us then. That's gonna be right after my birthday, so it's gonna be exciting.
Ooh.
And we're gonna have some updates on some stuff. This episode will be up by this weekend, by the 24th. So definitely catch it. Catch episode 1 and 2 right now on YouTube. Show your friends. Seriously, guys, please show your friends. Tell your friends about the show. We are trying really hard, and we would love to spread the word and share this with as many people as possible. We'll have a new promo clip up and all that good stuff.
We're enjoying this. This is fun.
This is absolutely
You
a good
guys
time.
Enjoy this as well.
And if anyone has any horror clips or videos or entertaining stuff to watch that's paranormal, strange or unexplained, not even necessarily haunted, but strange or unexplained or, you know, startling,
Yeah.
share it in the Into the Macabre channel in the Discord. Please do. Please share some content that you guys think is unsettling with us, and we're going to continue to share what we find with you guys. But that has been it. I'm Cerventes. With me is still
Westphal404.
And we will see you guys in 2 weeks on March 6th for more Into the Macabre. But thank you so much for being here, guys. It really means a lot, and we will see you all next time.
Bye.
Goodbye, bye, everybody.